In communities across the country, hourly Amazon employees earn an average of over $23 an hour, with opportunities to grow their career and their paycheck. Learn more at aboutamazon.com.
No matter why your clients give, a donor-advised fund from DAF Giving 360 makes charitable giving simple and efficient. They can get a tax deduction upon funding an account, and their assets can potentially grow tax-free as they recommend when and where to give. DAF Giving 360 has over 25 years of experience bringing donors, financial advisors, and charities together to make a greater impact. Learn more at dafgiving360.org/advisors.
Okay, hear me out. When your plumbing backs up, I want you to think of me. That's right, the Ted Smith. Because my name means money-saving discounts. The Ted Smith is going to save you $100 when our pals at Piggy's Plumbing clean your crappy sewers. Yeah, they call me Old Sewer Smith. And that means you save. So when your plumbing backs up and things get stinky, say my name. The Ted Smith, Piggy'sPlumbing.com.
Here's the question.
Hola, bitches. Good day to you and yours. All right. Are you one of those people that uses a full body deodorant?
Yep.
Like Lumi, Mando, or Secret? Now, if so, you're part of a growing trend of people who, in addition to their armpits, want to keep their junk smelling fresh. And experts attribute this relatively new fad to something they call genital anxiety. Now, in case you're wondering, genital anxiety, it's defined as concerns about the appearance, smell, and function of one's genitals. Well, in that case, I would argue that everyone suffers from genital anxiety. If you even think there might be something wrong downstairs, we're usually pretty quick to address it. Last week, we brought you the story of a man who Googled what the odd white spot was on his penis. Well, Google said it was a wart. 14 months later, actual human doctors discovered that it was penile cancer. Yeah, and so he had part of his junk amputated. Meanwhile, a man in Thailand, Mike will have more on this story later, he was arrested for performing surgeries for penile enlargement, circumcision, pearl implantation, all of these surgeries from the back seat of his 1995 Toyota Corolla. I hope you're sitting down because you're not going to believe this. He was unlicensed. And it's not just guys suffering a downstairs surprise. A woman was jet skiing, and then she flew off of the jet ski into midair. But when she landed, she didn't land on the water. She landed on the jet ski's handlebars. That's right. But she landed snuggle pocket first. And yeah, it did some damage. We'll share the gory details coming up. But first, just know that today we're talking about your family jewels. Whether it's the moisture missile or the panty hamster. Today, we're covering everybody because you got it downstairs and something has gone wrong. And even if it has not gone wrong, something has happened down there that made you very, very nervous. So today's question is...
Damn it.
What, panty hamster?
Yes.
Accident, medical, or other. What happened to your downstairs area?
To be a part of the big show, call 206-803-ROCK. Like the Men's Room on Facebook, follow us on X and Instagram at Men's Room Live. Send your emails to the Men's Room at KISW.com. And now watch the show live on YouTube at KISW.
To remind you that 60% of sales on Amazon come from independent sellers, here's John from Devil Dog Pet Company.
We run our family business from Sterling Heights, Michigan, but we can reach customers all over the country thanks to Amazon. Good boy.
Shop small business on Amazon.
No matter why your clients give, a donor-advised fund from DAF Giving 360 makes charitable giving simple and efficient. They can get a tax deduction upon funding an account, and their assets can potentially grow tax-free as they recommend when and where to give. DAF Giving 360 has over 25 years of experience bringing donors, financial advisors, and charities together to make a greater impact. Learn more at dafgiving360.org/advisors.
Okay, hear me out. When your plumbing backs up, I want you to think of me. That's right, the Ted Smith. Because my name means money-saving discounts. The Ted Smith is going to save you $100 when our pals at Piggy's Plumbing clean your crappy sewers. Yeah, they call me Old Sewer Smith. And that means you save. So when your plumbing backs up and things get stinky, say my name. The Ted Smith, Piggy'sPlumbing.com.
When your plumbing backs This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. What if comparing car insurance rates was as easy as putting on your favorite podcast? With Progressive, it is. Just visit the Progressive website to quote with all the coverages you want. You'll see Progressive's direct rate, then their tool will provide options from other companies so you can compare. All you need to do is choose the rate and coverage you like. Quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
Holiday PSA from DSW. This is your reminder that shoes are a gift, literally. So unwrap something good, like boots that inspire your next big adventure, or cozy slippers that give you an excuse to stay in, or sneakers that feel like pure joy. Because shoes aren't just shoes, they're exactly what you wanted. Let us surprise you so you can surprise them. Find shoes that get you and everyone on your list at prices that get your budget. At DSW stores or DSW.com.
Rock.
You're listening to The Men's Room with Miles and Thrill. 99.9 KISW.
Hello, Pachols, away we go. Welcome to the 20th anniversary season, episode number 4,414. What a large and a charge program we have for you today. Guaranteed future repeat. Exciting return of Who Sucks Less.
Yeah.
4:30, Steve, I don't know how you do it. You find people in the news doing weird crap.
Oh, yeah.
You bring us three of those stories each and every week. It is up to us to determine, out of the three stories, which one sucks the least. How are we looking this week on Who Sucks Less?
I would say this. There's a general theme of fraud, deception, that kind of thing. But all three of these stories have been brought to us by our very own Mike Hawk in the last week or so.
All right.
But I feel like they deserve to compete because it's hard. Honestly, it's hard to tell which one sucks less.
So basically, the latest in Who Sucks.
The latest in Who Sucks, yes.
Oh,
can't wait.
The latest sucker
programming note, if you haven't heard the news, we're now on YouTube. You can watch the show live. KISW Rock, do us a favor, subscribe to our channel there, and if you would mind hitting the like button, or as we say, smash the like burger.
That is correct.
Give us a
Smash
big
that
old
like
thumbs
burger.
up so the people at YouTube know that you're there and you like this crap you're watching or listening to at home.
Put a thumb up that like burger.
But either way, man, people are loving it so far. We get a lot of great comments, so thank you for those. One thing you should know is that there is a comment section within the YouTube channel.
Oh, yeah.
So if you want to comment on the show, we've been reading them and bringing them up. So it's another way just to get in touch with the show. And if you have any questions or comments or anything else, you can leave them there for us on YouTube.
For example, Joe here on YouTube wants to know, how is everyone today? I'm fine.
I'm good. Feel like I've rested up. Feel good.
You look better today than you did yesterday, brother.
Yeah, I was dragging a little bit.
Your eyes were like half closed through the whole show. I'm just like, God damn, man. I know you had a good time in Austin, but I'm like, it shows.
Yeah.
You look like one of those Charlie Brown characters when they draw the tired lines under the eyes.
Yeah.
Like, that is precisely what you looked. I'm surprised you made it through the show. I was like, it's just going to pass out.
I spent the bulk of Monday just in airports and airplanes.
Yeah.
That's a long day.
It is. But we got it done.
Well, wait a minute. So you flew from Austin back to Seattle, but what route did they take you from Austin to Seattle?
I was supposed to go Denver to San Jose, then here. But luckily, Denver, I stayed there an extra hour and just got a direct back here.
All right.
So not too bad.
Denver's the airport where they thought you were smuggling bombs? What were you doing? Why'd they swab your hand?
I don't remember. Was that Denver?
Yeah, it was Denver.
I don't know, but the TSA came up. I had never had this experience, and a lady walked up. Hi, sir. How are you? So, I'm great. How are you, man? And she's like, can I swab your hand? I was like, for what? She's like, I just need to swab your hand. I get it. They're doing the federal thing. But then again, as your average citizen, I'm just like, yeah, but why?
Because you looked like a terrorist at that point.
She said, we're swabbing your hand for bomb-making materials. And so my response, and remember, they don't have a sense of humor, but I was like, oh, thank God. I thought you were swabbing for drugs. And then there's just this hard look from like 4 or 5 TSA agents. Like, actually, I'm not kidding, but seriously. Like, okay.
They did swab my mom once.
They swabbed your mom for bomb-making materials.
She looks like a terrorist.
Your mom.
I know. In the line, it's the same thing. I was like, I'm glad you're keeping her in line. And they did not find that funny.
I mean, look,
They were like, we have to do this to every number of passengers. I was like, oh, no, she's definitely doing something bad. And the guy was like stop.
It'd be like, look at her. I would say, and look, I know you can't judge a book by its cover, but with your mom, you can.
Right. Yeah.
I would use her as a drug mule.
That's what I thought they were swabbing her for.
Because the truth is, I don't think she would do it voluntarily, but I am convinced that this sweet old lady would have no idea that I packed her suitcase full of cocaine.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's just powdered sugar, lady. You're fine. That's very sweet. Yeah.
And today on the question, we're going to talk about your downstairs area. And one thing we know for a fact, and we've talked about this for many years, is that when something goes wrong down there is an immediate, urgent reaction to the situation.
Always.
I've seen people that have what looks to be an alien growing out of the top of their stomach. They've had that hiatal hernia for 6 months, a year, 2 years. It keeps growing out.
Don't care.
They don't care.
Nope.
As long as it doesn't affect their downstairs, if there's no pain, they just don't care. They'll have the bump. It'll start growing. I swear to God, it looks like a penis growing out the top of your stomach.
That's something you're willing to wait out.
Yeah.
If it's on your junk. I mean, look at soccer, right? You can take the penalty kick, whatever it is. Right? The only thing soccer players cover is their junk.
Oh, of course.
You don't want to get hit in the face by a soccer ball either. But given the choice, because you could go out there and cover your face, right? But given the choice of where the ball might go.
Well, you wouldn't be able to see where the ball goes.
It doesn't matter. 100, that is not why they're not covering their face. 100% of them cover their junk. And to me, that's very telling.
Right. And sometimes it's a medical issue.
Yeah.
That you've had. Other times it's just an accident, or as we will say in the question today, or other.
Yeah.
But something happened down there that made you go, oh, man, this is not normal. This is not right.
This is urgent. Yeah. This is important to me.
And I know a lot of close family members that have been through those issues before, just that I've had to deal with, that other people have had to deal with.
Sure.
But it's kind of crazy when I think a lot of it has to just do with pain. And I think for whatever reason, in that area down there, man, if you have pain, it's just more painful. It's more nagging. It is different than other pains that you have.
No other pain feels like that pain.
Exactly.
There's you can have things that feel different. Stubbing your toe and anything going on with your jaw.
But that'll go away. I mean, yes, you might have a purple toe by the time it's all done. But the pain necessarily, every once in a while, if you step wrong, whatever, during the healing process. But when something's going on down there, whether it's every time you use the bathroom, anytime you go to bed, if you're a guy and you have your nighttime things where something's going on down there, you get a little excited, the pain will come and wake you up depending on the situation.
I think even more than pain, man, is the appearance, right? Because you might not sense anything is wrong with your genitalia, but you go to take a shower, glance in the mirror, if you see anything quote unquote askew, I think you go into more in panic mode than like that. You went to the doctor because you had a hair bump on your inner thigh.
It was right here.
But you did not know it was a hair bump.
Correct. And Miles isn't wrong. I literally at the same time had a hiatal hernia.
But you weren't.
But you didn't have one that was not visible.
Right. But I could feel it. I knew I was going to have surgery on it. But then I had what I didn't know what it was. It was just this awful red bump that kept growing, like right
infected
above.
hair, more than likely.
Yeah. Right. But same thing. You're right. That one. Before I even checked on the hernia, I went to a clinic and was just walked in, and it was I was just like, I need to get this checked.
Yeah, right. Well, every time you touch those things, you get a sharp pain.
Yeah,
correct.
So you don't know, is this like the beginning of herpes? Because herpes is also a sharp pain.
But if it were anywhere else on your body, you could still say maybe it's herpes. But if it's on your wrist, you don't care. If it's near your junk, it is panic mode.
Yeah.
Hence,
right, like
keep
I've
the
had
hernia,
a cyst
get rid of the bump.
Right in the center of my chest, right?
Yeah.
And same thing, like I woke up one day and it was massive, right? Kind of like the one you get on your butt.
On my ass, yeah.
And I was like, this is really awful. I didn't tell a soul.
Right.
And still waited 2 days.
Yeah.
But the same thing when it happened near my junk, I was like, going to the clinic, got to see what's going on.
Sure. Same thing on my ass. Like, I don't really tell anyone, but there's a point, and I believe it was you, Ted, like, bro, you're just not sitting normal. And that's when I said, I got this thing on my ass. It hurts so bad. But again, I waited, I think, 4 days before I finally went to the doctor. Yeah. Had it been in the different part of my mid-anatomy, I'd have been in the hospital that day. Right. I would have called out from work, man. Like, I'm not coming in. There's something growing on my D.
And depending on, most of the time when stuff like this goes on, you try to keep it as in-house as possible.
Yes.
And you try not to tell anybody. But we do a radio show, and we do speak for a living. So I'll tell the story because it's ridiculous. But I was going through some stuff, and I just had really, really bad anxiety, for probably 3 to 6 months. Just going through some stuff at home, blah, 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 blah. And, I don't think at the time that I knew that I had herpes. Because I'd never had an outbreak before, right?
Is there any other way to find out?
Well, that's the first time. It was the first time it happened. I did not know that. I did not know that I was.
But no one would go to the hospital to say, "Can you see if I have herpes?" I think anyone I know that has herpes, but I had the outbreak, and then you.
But I also knew that I'd been with people who had. They told me that they weren't going through an outbreak, so typically it's a little bit more safe. I did use contraception and everything else, but that doesn't stop herpes.
No,
herpes
nothing stops herpes.
No, it doesn't. I mean, especially at the base and everything else.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you wrap that whole thing, testes and all,
Right.
you're not gonna cover everything where you can get it at the base of everything and everything.
Well, at
else
that point,
too.
you're just wearing underwear, man.
So at the time, our general sales manager, we had a thing that we would do where once every month, once every few weeks, we would go out for what we called meat night, and we would sit at the bar,
Yeah.
and we would go to a steakhouse, and we would not order any sides, none. We would drink, and we would get a steak. And that was it. Maybe we get candied bacon or something like that. If they had that on the
Let's
menu.
say no potatoes or
Nothing.
asparagus? Nothing?
Meat night is meat night. It's right there in the name.
Okay.
Meat night. We would go out and we would get meat. And we had been planning this night for like 2 or 3 weeks. It was in the clear. She's not going out with anybody that night. I've cleared my plans. We got meat night. We're going down to a steakhouse on Westlake.
Going to Thunder from Down Under?
Yeah, we're going to have a good time. And in the morning, I wake up, and I think I was living in Ballard at this time. I was living by myself, and I woke up in the morning. I'm like, something does not feel right.
Uh-huh.
And I get to work, and it's just burning, and I'm like, what in the hell? Because I had not been sexually active.
Yeah.
So, I knew it wasn't something that I just got. So this is something that's completely different because I know damn well.
Now for something
Trust me,
completely different.
I know I hadn't been laid. It was on my mind. It was bothering me. And I come into work, man, and she's like, you ready for meet night? Ready for meet night? I'm like, yeah. So we get on the air. We're in the middle of the show, and now it's just fire. I mean, it is fire. So I called the outpatient clinic. I think there's one in Queen Anne that I could get into, like at 6:30, whatever the deal is. And so I walked into her office, and I said, hey, man, I can't do tonight. I just can't do it. And she's like, oh, no. You're not doing this to me. No, you better have the best excuse I have ever heard in my life, or we're not canceling this. And I said, I'm having a herpes outbreak. And she's like, that is a great excuse.
That works.
That works. Yeah. We'll do it another night. And I swear to God, so I went to the clinic, and they vouched for it. This is probably 12 years ago, 13 years ago.
Vouch for it, because otherwise it's a humble brag.
I did not know. That was my assumption.
Yeah. I'm
not a doctor. I just play one on television. So I'm not, like, I was probably on WebMD or Googling, why does my penis burn like hell? But that's what it was. And so I learned a couple things. And this is kind of weird. But so I get a prescription for Valtrex.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Valtrex does not work while you're having a herpes outbreak.
But how long does an outbreak last?
It has to go away on its own.
But is there a general time frame?
I don't know. I've only had it once. So the thing about this is that with this medication, when you think that it's starting to happen, that is when you need to take it. Okay?
So they give you Valtrex, but don't take it while the outbreak's there.
Right.
Don't take it when it goes away.
You got to be like a seer.
Take it when you think
gotta
it's
be a
going to happen
fortune-
again.
Just take it every day.
You got to be a fortune teller. No.
Like I take
It's
that
a-
allopurinol for gout.
Yeah.
But if you have gout, it won't do anything for you. So that's why you take it every day, like preemptive.
It's pretty well. It's pretty well Z-Pack. And there's a big. You would hate it. I mean, these orange pills are huge. They are big. And I had that bottle in there for about 10 years. And then in my bathroom, and I looked at it one day because I was like, "What is this again?" Oh yeah. And it had expired like 9 years ago. So even if I had a situation where that has happened, and it hasn't happened since. And I've talked to my doctor about it. He's like, some people are not necessarily spreaders, but they can get it, and once they get it once, they just never really have it again. You still always have it.
But you won't have an outbreak again.
Correct. You won't have an outbreak. Now, that's not saying that I've got lucky enough where, that won't happen
Do they
again.
re-up your prescription? I'd be like, just in case.
If I ask them.
Correct.
Okay, yeah.
But I haven't had one, in
I know, but now
over a decade.
if you think you're going to have one, like, crap, I should have gotten that prescription. That's my point.
I probably could do one of our teledoc things that we've got, or one of the features on our...
Just go through the app.
Yeah, go through the app.
Go
or
through the
whatever,
app.
I could request it from my general practitioner.
Yeah.
He would probably be able to call one in for me. But then again, time is of the essence.
That's the issue.
That's what I mean. So they're going to give you a prescription, but even then, it's a matter of coordinating with whoever's going to fulfill it. They're not always timely, so to speak. And from the moment you think you're going to have an outbreak, how long do you have before you have a full-on outbreak? Is it like 24 hours?
I did not know it was coming on.
Right.
I mean, I woke up that morning. I was like, something's not right. But I didn't know what it was.
But by later that day, it was rocking and rolling.
Look, if I'd have been with someone a day or two before that, then my mind would have started to spin. Like, I would have been like, hey, look, I caught something. But when you're not with anyone, and this happens to you, you know, you can't really
You are so lucky.
You can't do the math.
I didn't sleep with anyone.
Right.
And then I had a herpes outbreak.
It's very hard to logically
And canceled meat night.
logically work this through in your brain as far as what is going on down there, you know?
And stress is unreal.
What
Yeah, I mean,
Just- just for that.
it's immediate trigger. It probably
Correct.
would bring on gout.
That's what I say. So besides all the food stuff, like once I was a little more careful and started using Alpurinol and everything, like same thing, going through something last year, and I was just like, how did I get gout? And the doctor's like, well, like you're saying, like with the herpes, he's like, it's just stress.
Like
Same
my
thing,
body.
right? I was like,
well, would you rather have gout or herpes?
If you have anxiety or stress like that, man.
I mean, I know you hate gout, but I'm just saying. And look, like you said, you've only had one outbreak, so in 55 years of life, not a bad ratio.
Right.
I've never had an outbreak.
But my body
I
was
don't
like,
want
my
an
body was
outbreak.
cold and clammy to the touch before this. Like I was tingly.
Yeah.
Like my body was not right from just stress and anxiety.
Yeah.
I could feel like I was pitting and it was in the middle of winter.
Right.
For no reason, wearing a t-shirt in an apartment without a heater. You know, like my body was not normal. So when this happened, I was like, uh-oh, is this more than just what's going on down there? Is this a bigger thing or is this a bigger
Not
issue?
just herpes, man. It's
Exactly.
just herpes, Miles. Relax. Yeah, you're stressed. But
This is great,
just
though, to put on
herpes.
in your dating profile.
Yeah.
You know, enjoys herpes outbreaks and long walks in the woods.
Don't stress me out because I
Right.
will get herpes.
but also again, it just sucks because you hadn't been active, and yet that's when it happened.
But
Right.
that's what makes this funny.
Right. Say like with the gout, like
I mean,
right,
just-
if I go out and eat a bunch of shellfish and red meat and drink a rack of beer,
Sure.
that's like
Yeah.
all right. Not shocked how I get it.
But you earned it and you enjoyed getting it.
What Castle called that. So I moved into this place. It was pretty wretchedy, but I just needed to get out. And he called it the sad pad, I think.
Yeah, the sad pad. That was
Sad
the
pad.
name.
I lived in the sad pad, and that's when this one went down. So
It certainly wasn't a
So
stabbing.
I'm in
pattern.
there, like, but it's all temporary furniture and everything else. I'm thinking to myself, did I get bed bugs or did I get
Spider bite.
Yeah, like what else could this possibly be?
Relax. It's just herpes.
Right, exactly. Like,
There's nothing living on your mattress, sir. Just herpes.
I will give you this. The weird thing was when I went to the clinic. All right, the woman is holding the package there, and she's moving it all around. I'm just like, I still haven't had anyone touch me there in a long time.
Did you tell her this?
I did not.
You know,
I was just really
I
trying.
haven't had anyone touch me
I
here
was,
in a while.
I was almost to the point where I wasn't listening because I was trying to think about other things.
Like a three-eyed dog sniffing your ass.
So she's telling me all these things about my junk, but she's not letting go of my junk. She still has it. I think I told you this.
Yeah.
She still has it in her hand, and she's holding it the entire time she's telling me what to do. She won't let go of it. And I'm just like, you want to let go of it now? This is a little bit.
Is it like a Trump handshake?
She
like
was
once
just
he makes
holding
contact,
it.
he's
She was
just
just
not letting
holding
go.
it. I'm like, man, don't do that. Like I was just like, God, I just don't need one more embarrassing thing to go on in my life. I just told my boss I have herpes.
I need you to let go of
like,
my penis,
like an
man.
hour ago. Like this is living hell. Accident, medical, or other, what happened to your downstairs area? 206-803-ROCK.
To remind you that 60% of sales on Amazon come from independent sellers, here's John from Devil Dog Pet Company.
We run our family business from Sterling Heights, Michigan, but we can reach customers all over the country thanks to Amazon. Good boy.
Shop small business on Amazon.
Donor advised funds from DAF Giving 360. Your clients can donate cash, publicly traded securities, or appreciated assets like real estate. It's a simple, tax smart way to give. Learn more at dafgiving360.org/advisors.
Roots. Where you're from matters. What's up? It's your boy, the Ted Smith. And I may be from the East Coast, but my roots are deep here in Seattle. Over 20 years deep. Just like our pals at Pinky's Plumbing. They're rooted in Seattle, just like me. And speaking of roots, tree roots are the biggest danger to your sewers and cost you thousands. So let your hometown heroes, Pinkies, get to the root of your plumbing problems. PinkiesPlumbing.com.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. What if comparing car insurance rates was as easy as putting on your favorite podcast? With Progressive, it is. Just visit the Progressive website to quote with all the coverages you want. You'll see Progressive's direct rate, then their tool will provide options from other companies so you can compare. All you need to do is choose the rate and coverage you like. Quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
I've never felt like this before. It's like you just get me. I feel like my true self with you. Does that sound crazy? And it doesn't hurt that you're gorgeous. Okay, that's it. I'm taking you home with me. I mean, you can't find shoes this good just anywhere. Find a shoe for every you from brands you love, like Birkenstock, Nike, Adidas, and more at your DSW store or DSW.com.
In the men's room.
Unwrapped and acoustic holiday going down December 12th, Angel of the Winds Arena in Everett. All-star lineup. Brent Smith and our buddy Zach Myers from Shinedown fame will be on stage, along with the Pretty Reckless, Daughtry, Hollywood Undead, and Mammoth. Now, the tickets are on sale now, but just announced today, you can get unwrapped tickets for as low as $55.
That's right. We opened up more
details.
seats.
That's right. At KISW.com. Our question, accident, medical, or other, what happened to your downstairs area? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Daniel. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, gentlemen. Good afternoon.
Hola.
So, picture this. I'm a 13-year-old boy riding around on my mongoose bike, having lots of fun. All of a sudden, this tiny little barky thing of a dog decides to jump out in front of me. Well, I'm not going to run it over as much as I probably should have because, well, I crashed my bike, and then my boys went into the handlebars.
And that's exactly what the dog was hoping would happen.
Yes, I know. It was a menace. We all hated it.
What kind of dog was it?
It was some sort of mixed, yappy little spawn of Satan.
Oh, I'm familiar with those. So is that the only time you racked yourself on a bike? Because that's one thing I never understood about boys and girls' bikes back in the day, right? The boys had the big bar.
Right.
And the girls did. And ladies, I understand a panty hamster can also get damaged. It's not that. It's just the point where when you were a young man riding a bike, your feet slip off pedals, whatever, right? But you always smashed your jewels on the bar. And for the life of me, as a child, I'm like, why is it here? I do it.
Right.
My
It
friends
seems like
do
it should be the reverse.
Absolutely.
The guy should have the extra room.
Or just,
everybody.
Just get rid of it altogether. I never understood that. And I remember asking my father probably like the 15th time I'd crush my nuts on that thing. And he's like, I don't know.
No.
Like, I don't know what to tell you, man.
Maybe the frame was more sturdy?
I know the frame is more sturdy, but again, you're talking about a bike for kids that cannot possibly be over the age of like 10.
Yeah. No. I mean, that's just the way it was. There's a boys and a girl's bike.
Girl's bike. Now they all seem pretty standard, but man, like everyone I knew, like all you did was smash your nuts on that thing. If you rode your bike, it was going to happen, inevitably.
Well, that and then, like he's talking about a mongoose bike, right? So I remember my brother had one. It was like a massive deal.
Oh, they were huge.
And then remember you could put pegs on them. Mm-hmm. So we used to ride around. Sometimes you'd stand on those back pegs, but same thing. Like if the guy driving stops or anything, like you're just lined up with the seat.
God, it is so painful too, man.
Accident, medical, or other, what happened to your downstairs area? 206-803-ROCK.
That's the first time my son saw me, got my nuts crushed. He headbutted me. He's like 3 years old. We're wrestling on the bed, all right? So inadvertently headbutts me, and I go down in flames. So I'm curled up, fetal position on the floor. I started on the bed, and so I can't explain it like this is not good enough. So I'm on the floor, and I remember his little head pokes over, and he's like, Dad, are you okay? And I said, dude, I'm fine. Listen, I said, there's no way to explain what's going on, but as a guarantee in your life, you're going to find out. I forgot all about this. Fast forward about 5 years, playing basketball in gym class. I see him after school. I'm like, how was your day? And you can tell maybe some dried tears or something. You know, how was your day, man? And he's like, we were in gym class, and a basketball hit me in my privacy, which is what he used to call it. I'm like, oh, yeah? I'm like, what happened, man? He's like, I just dropped to the ground. Like, I couldn't control it. I said, okay, remember when you headbutted me? And it all came back. He's like,
he remembered it.
Yes. He's like, that's what, because to him, it was traumatic. He'd never seen his dad collapse in pain. So I understand it. So it really stuck with him more than I thought it might. But it all came back to him. He's like, oh, I go, right. So I have good and bad news. The good news is now you know how to explain it. The bad news, and this is two parts. One, it will happen again, no matter what you do. And trust me, you're going to protect these things as best you can for the rest of your life. It's still going to happen. And no matter how old you get, the pain feels exactly the same.
Yeah. I don't think
this is not something you age out of and you're just like, oh, I'm tough now. I'm like, it feels exactly the frickin' same.
I shouldn't say this, but since we've been here
for Micah, bro,
20 years, I've not taken a shot. I've not taken a shot. I have not taken a shot down there.
The only one I've taken was from my kid. Seriously, in the 20 years we've been here, the only one I've taken, because you get older and a little wiser and a little less active, I guess. But was the inadvertent headbutt from a child, and I made a mental note of that. I played with them a little different after that, but other than that, it hasn't happened, and I plan to keep it that way.
Well, you talked about a penalty kick in soccer. How all the guys cover their junk. When we had the foul balls, the softball team going around playing, I'm a decent baseball player.
Sure.
I would not play the infield. I mean, just on the guard.
The thing just skipping off the ground.
Just to guard my body, just to make sure that I wouldn't take one to the nads. I was like, all right, man, put me in right field. Put me left. I'm fine out there.
Right.
I do not need to get hit with a ball flying at 95 miles an hour in my head, my junk. Anywhere.
I'm not worried about my head. It was just a junk.
Well, I mean, look, I'm with you, but I had to sit on the hot corner at third base every game because nobody else could field, and you're out in the outfield.
That's right.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I didn't want to take that shot to the boys.
But I mean, between us and the guy that organized the team, we're probably the best fielders.
Yeah.
Oh, easily.
I will say, playing, and look, not everybody has the same equipment, but playing in pub league, right? I haven't done it for a little bit, but somebody went to clear a ball, and I was playing. This is soccer. It's half field, 7v7.
Yeah.
But I'm like the striker, so I'm up front, right? So they're trying to clear it. I'm kind of trying to put pressure on them. And they clear it. It goes straight to my junk. And I don't know what the sound was I let out. And then I'm just on the ground, curled up. You hear the ref blow the whistle real quick. And, you can just hear people like, are you okay, man?
Right.
Yeah, give me a second. Right. And then I get up, kind of walk over to the sideline. I'm back down on one knee in this one. Because it's co-ed, all different shapes and sizes. And she just goes, I don't have one, but that looked like it hurt.
Yes, it did.
Yeah,
Yes, it did.
It hurt a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Accident, medical, or other, what happened to your downstairs area? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Jared. Welcome to the men's room.
What's going on, gentlemen?
Hola.
Hola. So, about a few years back, got out of a marriage. Took a couple years, got myself in shape before I hit the dating market again. Once I do so, one little time I'm taking a leak, and I go and I didn't tuck it all the way back in the flap, and I go to zip up. Well, it yanks about 1.5 inches right up the top of the shaft.
Yep.
So when it goes to heal, it turns into about a $50 size scab. And I got about 7 partners on the roster at the time.
Damn.
And, hey, man, I was vicious. So I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to explain this because I got this gnarly looking scab dead center on the junk. And basically lights were off, all of it.
That was it. So you were still getting laid. You just made it a point to turn off the lights.
Yes, sir.
But didn't that break the scab? I zipped my junk once. I won't go through the whole story, but I didn't end up with a scab that big. But it does scab up. And then as a guy, there's nothing you can do about it. You're going to wake up with an erection, right? It's just what your body does in your sleep. But it would break it open every morning. Yeah, and it was so annoying because I'm like, look, this is not, you tell kids, quit picking at a scab. Stop scratching the cut, right? You'll open it back up. I'm not doing any of this. Yeah. I am leaving my penis alone, which I am not known to do. But in this instance, I did. But every morning, this thing will rip back open, a little bit of blood again. The healing process sucks.
Yeah, and if you go to sleep with boxers on, then it ends up drying to the blood ends up drying to the boxers.
Yeah.
And then you gotta pull it back off and it rips again and it's just but yeah, when I was zipping up, man, I'm not soft and gentle about it. I zip quick and get back to what I'm doing. So when I hit it, man, it was it went all the way. And then you got to unzip, and it was still stuck in there.
Yes. I have to say the unzipping is worse than the zip because the zip you didn't anticipate. And no one zips.
Think about if you accidentally just zip your shirt in a jacket.
But no one.
How hard it is to get that zipper unstuck.
But nobody zips slowly. When you zip up your pants, you just zip up your pants. You're not thinking, oh, man, look out for my D. So when you do it, it's happened. By the time you feel the pain, the deal is done. But the problem is unzipping it. Now you know to anticipate the pain. Mm-hmm. And so you just stare at this thing for a good 45 seconds before you go it's like pulling the Band-Aid off, Dad.
Yeah.
You just got to here we go. And it sucks.
My buddy, right, I've told this story, but years ago we're in Baltimore, we're messing around. He was super strong. And you know how when you're in early 20s, you get drunk, you wrestle?
Yeah.
He picked me up from the back of my shorts and my underwear. How he did it to this day, I don't know. But my underwear snapped. So then I just had these 2 scabs on the bottom,
on the inside of your thigh, underneath your
under the bottom of the satchel.
Yeah,
They were actually on the satchel?
Yes. So that's when, like, I'd go into work. Like, I couldn't sit, like, walking around, it was fine. But if you tried to sit down, you had to, like, adjust and sit down because it hurt so bad.
Did the temperature affect? Because we're talking about you wake up in an erection and it reopens whatever cut you got, right? So if you go from hot to cold, right, because your satchel's bouncing up and down depending on the temperature, you get in the shower and suddenly, they're 8 inches longer than they were. Did that break it open?
I can't. The main thing I remember is like you ever had like a little patch of like road rash or something?
Yeah.
Right? Because there's so much pressure, this underwear just snaps. So it was like that. So like once they had scabbed up, it was okay. But the first couple of days was awful.
I just remembered twice in the last 20 years.
That you got?
That I have.
All right.
So typically only ride
How do you forget?
Because for whatever reason, it just triggered my brain.
You try not to think about it.
Well,
that's true.
It's in the summertime. It's when I normally ride my scooter.
Yeah.
I hit a pothole, and my boys must have been on the seat. And it also happened to me on the bus. You just don't think
on
about
the bus?
Well, they're down on the seat.
Right.
So the bus hits a bump, and it just goes ding, 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 and you're like,
did you make any noise?
I mean, it's that silent scream of the pain is so bad you can't even get a scream out. It's almost like you're inhaling as you do it. Accident, medical or other, what happened to your downstairs area, 206-803-ROCK. I remember because I was just like, I just got to play it cool because it's a packed bus. I'm wondering, like, plus you can't really man spread when it's a packed bus. So I got my legs real close together, so it ding. You're like, Jesus, God.
Hello, Justin. Welcome to the men's room.
Ahoy!
Hola!
Hey, real quick, can you guys hear me? I got you in my headphones.
Yeah, we got you.
Okay, cool. So what happened to my downstairs area was I was on my mountain bike, and I went off a pretty big jump and was going way too fast, landed, and went over the handlebars just like the previous caller. But my handlebars turned sideways, and they ripped my satchel open.
So you're basically what you're saying is your wheel turned 90 degrees. You now have the handlebar pointed straight at your junk.
Yep, it ripped it open. I crashed and burned, and I just looked down, and I got shorts on.
Uh-oh.
Hello?
Oh, now we lost you.
And he's fading. I think we got the gist. How old did he say he was when he did that? Anyone catch?
Well, the weird thing, I had a vasectomy, so I've seen what the inside looks like.
Yeah, but at least that's surgically.
It doesn't change the trauma.
It doesn't change the trauma.
I mean, it doesn't change what your mind is thinking.
Sure, but at least you knew what you were getting into.
God.
I've seen behind the curtain.
Yes.
Ignore the man behind the curtain.
And you can really see in there. I mean, you can see everything.
Does it look what we pretty much expect? Or, like, what surprised you most when you looked in and said, this is the inside of my...
Did you see the twins in there?
Oh, yeah.
Did you see Mr. Peanut?
Because you got to remember, they're taking the vas deferens on the bottom end.
Right.
And then they cut it, and then they either cauterize it or they tie it. Oh, no. So in my instance, they tied it. So they pull them from the bottom, which is no pain at all. What you need to know about your boys is that from the bottom side of it, there is no nerve pain. It's all coming. That's why it feels like it's going up into your stomach.
Yeah.
Now, when they pull the top down,
hello,
that's when you go, oh, God, and you feel the same feeling as if you got racked.
Yeah.
But you don't feel it from the bottom end at all.
No. That's why you can pinch the purse and it doesn't do anything.
Correct. But it's all
the purse.
It's all coming, but all that stuff just feels like it's like a super highway into your stomach.
That explains it. Because you're right. You get hit in the balls and inevitably, like you're holding your stomach.
Yeah.
You really hold your actual joint.
No, you're not worried about the downside. You're worried about your gut.
Yeah.
At that point.
I definitely have puked before doing it.
Just getting hit that hard.
Well, yeah, like in football, you're not really supposed to knock over the center on a punt.
Yeah.
It's kind of cheap and you shouldn't do it. So I was doing it at practice, having fun.
Being a D.
Basically. And the center finally just was smart enough as I was going over him to tug me down and put his knee up.
Oh!
Yeah, I just stood up and puked. It was, and I was like, and even the coach was like, you've done it 5 times in a row.
You earned it.
Nobody feels bad for
tiny.
you. Accident, medical, or other, what happened to your downstairs area? 206-803-ROCK.
You know, Mike, now that I say that out loud, I was just being a D to be a D.
Yeah.
It's the football field, man. That's what you do.
Hello, Travis. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, bicholas.
Hola.
Love you guys. Anyway, so my story is, I guess it's the gift I kept on giving my whole life. But I was 10 years old, and I was playing chicken out on the playground. And a lot of people play that from the monkey bars, hanging. We played it from a balancing beam, standing on top of said beam. And, I lost, and I went went down, as you can imagine, and actually had to have one removed.
What?
And have been looked out and have had many stories bred from that situation.
At 10 years old?
10 years old.
Now,
yeah,
how
I
long
wasn't that attached to it.
Was that more traumatic or less traumatic? Because you know you have one, you care about it, but you don't know
its special
You
purpose
don't know everything
yet.
that it's capable of yet. So
100%. That's exactly what I tell people. Actually, it was like I wasn't that attached to it yet. It wasn't that big of a deal to me at that time. I didn't realize until really high school that, having just...
Yeah, I mean, look, when you're a kid, you just say, hey, you might as well cut your arm. You go, oh, my God, this thing happened. As an adult, you're like, no. It is so much more than the physical part.
Is one side of your boys down there looking like a flappy piece of chicken skin?
I think they did a pretty good job.
Did they put in a fake ping pong ball or anything?
The other one, though, is grown. Yeah, the other one, though, like basically took the place, I guess, of the other one. So, I don't have to have, testosterone replacement. Or
all right, now, let me ask you this, though. So, you're 10 years old, you hit the balance beam. Obviously, you've crushed your satchel. How long does it take for people to reach the conclusion that you need to go to the hospital? Because guys get hit in the junk all the time. So how long were they like, oh, my God, man?
There was it was a long time in the nurse's office. I remember them arguing amongst themselves as to, I just wanted to take my pants down and show them what was wrong.
Look at it. So wait, did they not let you do that?
Correct. Not at first. Yeah.
Okay.
It took quite a few minutes to get to that point, and then immediately at that point it was like, call an ambulance.
Oh, damn. So you had to convince them to let them actually look, and then as soon as you showed them the evidence, you're like, dear God, get this boy an ambulance.
There's something.
I wasn't convincing them, or anything, but they were physically stopping me. I was just trying to just.
Sure, that's a bad look.
I don't care. Just look.
But what did it look like that they? I mean, was it swollen? Was it bleeding? Was something blowing out of there, or what?
Yeah, it was basically ruptured.
At
that point, it was swollen, and yeah.
When you hurt yourself down there, I had a bad situation. So, I don't know what was in my ass. I decided I was going to take CrossFit, okay?
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. This is probably about it wasn't a big, but I'm doing things I normally don't do. So there's this thing called dumbbell lunges, okay? And you put your foot farther forward as far as you can. You lunge down on that. You pick yourself up. You take another step. You do it again.
Right.
I felt a pop. And I was like, what is that? I'd also had a vasectomy. What ended up happening was, my vas deferens, where that suture point was, separated. Okay, I didn't know if I popped a hernia. I didn't know what I did. I didn't understand. I just knew something down there exploded. Right. So I go to the doctor and they tie that thing back up, which is not good because I basically had to have a surgery on this thing.
How long did it take them to figure out that that's what had happened? Because you go in to say, something popped in my penis.
They were going to open it up and look in there because the swelling was so bad. They also needed to drain the swelling, but. I came to work the next day, okay? Idiot. And I got this just purple baseball.
It was jet black.
And I could not show. I could not show. I showed everybody.
I was the only one that didn't see that because I remember.
I just walked in their castle. Look at this, man.
But it was already out.
Yeah.
That's the thing. When you turn to look what you're saying,
you didn't have a choice.
There's this jet black massive testicle.
Check this out. Can you believe this?
No.
That's what it was. I remember I came in. It had to be on my late day because I came in and everybody was talking about how they had seen Maz's testicle.
Yeah. You're not piecing together what's going on.
Because you had clearly.
But they did the procedure.
No
I swear to God,
whatsoever.
they did that procedure, and I swear to God, about 45 seconds.
Really?
It was. It was fast. I thought it was going to be in there for hours.
Dude, look at my sack.
Open it up.
Jesus, man.
I told you, man. I was like, look at this thing.
Yeah.
It was nasty.
That's my lunch is sitting on my desk.
It was nasty. Cool. It's a meatball sub.
He's got a rotten egg.
A meatball sub from Razzie. Accident, medical, or other would happen to your downstairs area. 206-803-ROCK.
To remind you that 60% of sales on Amazon come from independent sellers, here's John from Devil Dog Pet Company.
We run our family business from Sterling Heights, Michigan, but we can reach customers all over the country thanks to Amazon. Good boy.
Shop small business on Amazon.
No matter why your clients give, their donations can do so much more with a donor-advised fund from DAF Giving 360. They can donate cash, publicly traded securities, or other non-cash items like real estate and even crypto, while recommending grants at any time. DAF Giving 360 can offer you over 25 years of expertise, bringing donors, financial advisors, and even charities together to make a greater impact. Learn more at dafgiving360.org/advisors. dafgiving360.org/advisors.
Roots. Where you're from matters. What's up? It's your boy, the Ted Smith. And I may be from the East Coast, but my roots are deep here in Seattle. Over 20 years deep. Just like our pals at Pinky's Plumbing. They're rooted in Seattle, just like me. And speaking of roots, tree roots are the biggest danger to your sewers and cost you thousands. So let your hometown heroes, Pinky's, get to the root of your plumbing problems. Pinky'sPlumbing.com.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive. Most of you aren't just listening right now. You're driving, cleaning, and even exercising. But what if you could be saving money by switching to Progressive? Drivers who save by switching save nearly $750 on average. And auto customers qualify for an average of 7 discounts. Multitask right now. Quote today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. National average 12-month savings of $744 by new customers surveyed who saved with Progressive between June 2022 and May 2023. Potential savings will vary. Discounts not available in all states and situations.
Homes.com has collaboration tools to help home shoppers search, share, and discuss home shopping with family, friends, and their agent directly through the site. Though it was fun to get that email from your husband about that 3-bedroom in the hills, to which you replied via text that you would never live in the hills and you'd like to find a 3-bedroom closer to the beach. To which he replied, "Why are you so uncompromising?" A fun way to spend an afternoon, but we think it's just a tad bit easier our way. Homes.com. Ding dong. We've done your homework.
To remind you that 60% of sales on Amazon come from independent sellers, here's John from Devil Dog Pet Company.
We run our family business from Sterling Heights, Michigan, but we can reach customers all over the country thanks to Amazon. Good boy.
Shop small business on Amazon.
Is your business ready for what's next? Think about where you want to be in 3 years, 5 years, 10. Growth isn't about numbers. It's having the right specialist by your side. Moss Adams and Baker Tilly have joined forces to create a remarkable new organization. It's one advisory firm with resources, expertise, and vision built specifically to serve the middle market to help you get to what's next. Learn how Baker Tilly can help your business pursue its vision of success. Visit bakertilly.com/combo.
Coming at you live from Auto Trader, here's New Car Energy.
There's searching inventory. You can make a budget for your wallet to help you succeed. It's smarter car shopping just for
Find
you.
your next ride at autotrader.com, powered by Auto Intelligence.
99.9 KISW. The shenanigans continue. This is the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill.
Our question, accident, medical, or other, what happened to your downstairs area? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Cheyenne. Welcome to the Men's Room.
Uh-oh. Cheyenne?
Hello, Cheyenne. Hello, Cheyenne.
Oh, sorry. Yes, my phone just connected to my car. So back in the day when they sold trampolines without the netting,
yep.
I was jumping, with my friends and everything, and I aimed a little too far off to the edge and had a bar land right between my legs.
Ooh. How much damage does that do, aside from the pain?
Well, taking a look down there, it was a good few purple spots, and it hurt to pee.
How long did that last?
Oh, a good solid 3 weeks for it to actually fully heal.
Damn.
Okay.
Did you get on a trampoline again?
Oh, yeah. No, I didn't let it, deter me from it, but it was definitely painful.
We had different kind of injury, but my buddy's younger sister, one of her friends, they were jumping on the trampoline. They have the springs on the side.
Yeah.
And she stepped on the spring when she came down.
All right.
But her other foot was still on the canvas pad of the tarp pad. And it opened up the spring and grabbed the bottom of her foot.
Yep.
And ripped the chunk out of the bottom of her foot. And I mean, you want to talk about, I can't imagine the pain of having a piece of the lower portion of your foot basically just ripped out with pliers, which was essentially what happened to her.
I'm curious to know, in what year did they start covering the springs with pads, right? Because, again, when we were growing up, no springs. My kids had a trampoline for a while, and it definitely had all the padding, right? So I felt better about that. They still hurt themselves because inevitably, whatever you tell them not to do on a trampoline is what they're going to do. So more than likely it was a headbutt, the midair headbutts. And you could always tell because you hear the kids screaming right through the window, and then there's dead silence. Kind of peek out the window, there's two dudes holding her face.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not going to check on them.
Look, man, even
I know
those-
exactly what
I
happened.
went that or where you try to flip. Like, I remember once, like, somehow my head got stuck in the trampoline, but, like, my body was still flipping over, and it's just like, that hurt.
I told you I walked into a party with getting pizzas for a birthday party. I walk in, and as soon as I walk in this birthday party, it was one of those bouncy rooms.
Yeah.
Kind of where near your mom used to live in Columbia.
Yeah.
And, I mean, this kid's face is just covered in blood.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell happened, man. I mean, it was like raining blood down her face, and all the kids were freaking out and everything else. I mean, if you look at it, it looks like a safe area to play. But whatever happened to her...
Once you launch, look, you can cover, you can do anything you want, but inevitably put kids on a trampoline. Something's going to go wrong.
Yep.
It is inevitable.
Accident, medical, or other, what happened to your downstairs area? 206-803-ROCK.
The one I've seen most recently, especially with the netting around them, is people getting their hair caught.
Had that once.
Zipper.
Had that once. That was easy enough to solve. Once an adult showed up, because kids is panic. I'm like, guys, you got to unzip her hair. Like, it's going to hurt. I'm like, well, then she can die here.
I mean,
That's
my
the
buddy's
option.
daughter, her hair got caught in it, but, like, we're outside. Me and somebody else are kind of in charge of these kids at this point.
Kind of in charge, yeah.
But there's also, like, a big football game happening. So I just...
Attention a little diverted.
Right. I couldn't get it out without her screaming, so I just took my keys and just
cut it.
Just cut it. I told my buddy, he's like, yeah, that's what I would have done, too. Don't sweat it.
No, don't worry about it. It's fine.
Like, she's sick. She doesn't care.
Especially if you're talking guy to guy. Like, yeah, what else are we going to do? Hello, Mike. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola.
Yeah, about 8 years ago, me and the wife, we were going to town in the bedroom. And she was downstairs doing her thing. And out of nowhere, I don't know what was going through her head, but she ended up deciding to gorilla grip my penis. And felt it pop. Instant erection's gone. And it was just throbbing pain. She ended up breaking all the blood vessels in my penis.
Oh, my God.
Good God, man.
Are you still with this woman?
Yeah, we got 2 kids together and everything.
All right, okay. So she learned to be more gentle, I guess?
The gorilla grip. Good God, man. So did you have to...
She I don't know what it was. Tarzan, I don't know what it was. It was just insane. And that later that night, I couldn't go to bed, and it was just throbbing, and I just ended up going to the emergency room, or I ended up going to work, and it was rubbing against my jeans, and it was like, I cannot do this anymore. So went to the emergency room, doctor checked it out, and he had like 2 other people in there looking at it. And
cool.
He was like flopping it around, and I'm like, am I going to be good? And he's like, yeah, you just can't have sex for a couple weeks, but yeah, it was bad. It swelled up about twice the size.
All right, I got 2 questions for you. One, how long did you make it through work before you finally said, I got to go to see a doctor?
30 minutes.
All right, and did you explain to the doctor what happened?
Yeah, I just wanted it fixed.
Sure. Yeah. Did your wife feel bad?
Yeah, she felt bad, but you know, what do you do? It was just kind of crazy.
Now, assuming that you continued to have relations with your wife, does it cross your mind? You know, anytime you're about to hop in the sack, like, I hate to revisit this, but my brain goes there every time.
Easy. Oh, yeah. Yeah, she gets a good laugh out of it.
Is she a big, strong woman? I'm trying to envision. It's like
a big, strong
Is she the kind like you don't say anything about what's for dinner? I mean, you just keep your mouth shut?
No, She's quiet, but she used to play softball in high school. So.
Oh, so she's got a grip, dude. Yeah, without a doubt.
She's got a grip.
All right. Okay.
Got that softball grip.
Brenda, please.
Softball high school. Damn.
Accident, medical, other. What happened to your downstairs area? 206-803-ROCK.
I mean, he doesn't ask her to do much. When he finishes a can, she crushes it for him.
I got this, honey. Don't mess with Tammy.
Right.
She's got that softball grip.
She gets all the toothpaste out of the tube.
Yeah, exactly. They save a lot of money.
She's sitting there in the couch working a bucket of rice.
You horny? I am.
Baseball people will get that.
Makes her own orange juice.
Yeah.
She squeezes it.
Doesn't need a nutcracker.
No.
She's not allowed to hold small animals.
Don't let her hold them like Lenny from
Mice and Men.
Mice and Men.
That's exactly what I was
hold
thinking
it, but oh my God, she killed the puppy. She can't help herself.
Not again.
Got a softball grip.
Accident, medical or other. What happened to your downstairs area? 206-803-ROCK.
Yeah, look out there, honey. There's the rabbits.
She says she plays Got Your Nose, and she means it.
And she means it, yeah. Start calling your wife Lenny. See if she gets it. Hello, Reed. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola.
Hey, this takes time. Like back in 2010, this was 15 years ago, I used to clean up a lot better, manscape some more. And I ended up getting like a ingrown hair that went abscessed.
Oh.
And I went to work out of town in Hawaii, and the humidity just hit me, and it got so bad I couldn't walk. They had to take me to the ER, and they checked it out, and they said, they're trying to get me to sit down. I said, I can't sit down. It hurts too much. They rushed me into the room. Not too fast, but get me in there, and they see you got abscess on the back of your leg and one on your scrotal area. So they look at the one on the back of the leg and then say, yeah, that's abscessed. And let's see this one on your scrotal area. So I roll over, and he looks, and let me get somebody else. He goes out and gets somebody else, and another person comes in, and they're looking at it, and they go get another person, and they come back, and then they're looking at it. So there's like 4 people looking at this thing, and it hurts, and they end up cutting the one on the back of my leg, but they can't do the one on my scrotal area. They end up ultrasounding it, and I'm getting ultrasound by this mean old Russian lady, and every time she rubs the ultrasound over it, it just hurting pain. Pow! Every time. Pow! That's my story.
So how did that?
Yeah.
So
what did they do?
Did it work its way out?
They gave me antibiotics. They couldn't cut it open. They were worried about infection, like rotting the abdomen and all my intestines falling out through my abdomen. So they just gave me antibiotics and
Jesus.
I had to wait for a week, and I couldn't walk, so I had to pull a sock over my nuts, so it wouldn't rub against my leg and my pants. So I didn't know why, but on painkillers and antibiotics with sock over my nuts.
Do you explain to anyone what has gone on, or are you just trying to keep
an
this to
unusual
yourself?
bathing suit?
Oh, no. Everybody at work knew it. They were laughing. They had a great time. They were laughing about it.
Hey, I did a little self-surgery when I was probably 21, 22. I had a huge bump on the back of my thigh.
All right.
And it was the same way. It kind of looked like a zip, but it wasn't going to be. I didn't know what the hell it was. So at one point in time, I'm like, the hell with it. I got a razor blade, and I just sliced it.
Yeah.
I popped this thing, and it's like this little black thing comes out. And I start pulling it. The hair that was ingrown in the back of my thigh,
yeah.
I swear to God, was at least 12 inches long.
Yeah.
It was all inside there. But I kept pulling and pulling and pulling. It was like a clown scarf. Yeah. I was like, oh, my God. And then when it came out, all the pain went away. No problems anymore. But I could not believe that hair had to have been growing inside of my skin for years.
I don't know how that works, man. I've had one ingrown hair, popped for me. I was like 18. It's my first girlfriend. And I don't know what it is about women. Like, they go back to their primate state where they want to groom you. You know what I mean? If there's a zit, they're going to pop it, right? So, like, she's rubbing my back, and I knew something on my back was very sensitive and hurt. I just figured it was a zit. I can't see it, right? So she's like, I think it's an ingrown hair, which I'd heard of. But I'm like, it doesn't make any sense. Anyway, she worked this thing. It hurt like a bitch. But finally, she pops this thing, and I hear she's very excited, but she's also going like, ooh. Like, what? And she's like, it's an ingrown hair. And like you said, it's weird. I can't see it, but I can feel it being removed from my body.
Being tugged on.
But you still don't really know what it is. And she showed me this thing. It was all red, and it's covered in stuff too, but it's all sitting in the palm of her hand. And like you said, it looked like a dreadlock. Yeah. And I'm like, all of that grew under my skin. She's like, that's why it hurt, dummy. I'm like, no, it makes sense. I figured an ingrown hair was the size of an eyelash, and that was it.
Or something, just underneath the skin.
It is not
I just
like
didn't
that
realize
at
it could
all.
be for years.
It's gross, man.
Accident, medical, or other, what happened to your downstairs area? 206-803-ROCK.
But I can't grow hair on top of my head.
Yeah.
But I can grow it on my back. Cool. Hello, Chase. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola.
So my story is I was with one of my buddies, and they're moving out of their apartments, and I'm helping them move stuff in and out of the apartment into his truck. And I was driving with my wife's car earlier that day, so I had the keys in my pocket. Well, her dad decided to give her some pepper spray and mace on her keychain.
Oh, no.
And as I'm moving stuff in and out, it's washing, so it's wet. So I'm, like, feeling water. I'm like, maybe some water in this truck. It's just getting on my pant leg. And you can see a wet spot. No big deal. So I keep on moving. And sooner or later, I'm kind of getting a little itchy, a little burning. So just doing a little pinch and twist to try to make it go away. And it just goes from there. It gets extreme. So I run inside real quick, go check it out, and drop trowel. And there's a giant orange spot covering my pocket, my underwear, and the boys. So I try to call my wife, tell her, hey, man, that stuff went off, and the stuff your dad gave me, I can't get it off.
I pepper sprayed my penis.
Oh, it's just burning. It most burn, like someone just put straight holes on my boys and the twigs and berries. So I'm dumping soap, Dawn, milk, anything I can think of, just scrub all this stuff.
That's what I would do.
I
think water makes it worse.
Water makes it worse because it actually spreads the stuff around. So milk, I don't know why it works, but in my experience, mine was jalapeno peppers, not pepper spray. Ooh. But the milk, dude, you had pepper spray. I had jalapeno peppers. There's a world of difference between the two. But milk worked for me. I just happened to be at the restaurant I was working at. But what did you finally do, or did you just have to grin and bear it?
Oh, I just kept scrubbing. I went through like a gallon of milk, and I probably went through a whole tube of freaking Dawn soap, and it still, after a while, it still kept burning. So I just had teasing on my boys.
Well, you do notice that in the Dawn dish detergent commercials, it's two ducks, not a penis.
Yeah. Well, it's supposed to remove oil, and I guess that oil is different than regular oil. But yeah, it stayed on for a good hour, super burn. And then it lasts another 2 hours after that, just constant thigh burn, I got a sunburn on it.
Yeah, we call that the reminder burn.
I mean, that Blue Dawn is the way to go, though.
You would use over milk?
I mean, I don't know. He's right. Man. They use it on oil slick to animals.
They do. My thing with the milk, and look, I don't know. So with the Dawn, you're right, you have to scrub. But I feel like if my junk is in that condition, the last thing I want to do is scrub it.
Well, it's not supposed to be that concentrated in one area either.
But
it's supposed
it
to
was.
be an airborne thing.
Right. No, he took it straight to the man noggin. But with the milk, I literally just dropped my junk in a glass of milk and stood there for 30 seconds. It's a very humiliating look. Luckily, no one was in the walk-in with me. But you're just standing there with your D, sitting in a glass of milk. But it did pull the pain away.
You should have floured it and deep fried it. Drudge it.
Just walk back into the kitchen.
He would have felt like us.
Yes.
Delicious. Accident, medical, or other would happen to your downstairs area. 206-803-ROCK.
I do oddly kind of want to do that, though.
Put your D in some milk?
Yeah.
I mean, look, this is going to sound ridiculous. I needed it for the relief. It is not just some weird fetish like Ted has and wants to give it a shot. However,
I don't know if I have it.
I will say, I think it would be quite refreshing. I mean, I don't mean that. Just my one experience. Like I said, my penis is on fire from jalapenos. Fine. Goes to the milk. I was cutting jalapenos with no gloves on, but I was cutting a ton of them for a catering event. Went to the bathroom, touched junk to aim.
Jalapenos.
And I had jalapenos. And but the milk worked. But even after the milk kind of sucked away the burn, it's like I maybe gave it another 5 seconds. Before it just seemed weird.
I could run across the street and grab a little thing of milk real quick if we really want to.
Can you get them the little twist off cap? You can just drop it straight in.
And it'll be expired. Accident, medical, or other. What happened to your downstairs area? 206-803-ROCK.
Well, there's no way I'm drinking this milk.
You know what you do? Put it in.
That's the dare.
Chocolate milk, and then put that chocolate milk back in that fridge to see. Because look, everyone here.
Because I'll forget and drink it.
Okay, but that's okay. Because the point is, everyone gets mad if you eat someone's crap out of the fridge, as they should, and a lot of people take to labeling it. Don't label it. Just stick it in there. See if someone drinks it. Because it's not like they're going to know. And then you can say after the fact and an all email, Seattle users, by the way, don't eat or drink things in the fridge that aren't yours. Incidentally, whoever drank the chocolate milk, I'm a penis.
How did you describe that milk? It had lost its way, or what was your terminology for that milk just being in there?
It lost its way.
It snuck out of someone else's fridge, or
yeah, you said somebody lost their milk.
That's someone lost their milk.
My understanding is that box, which I got to take. I have a tea that's sitting in there. I need to take out of there.
That's mine.
No, the green one.
That's
you get
mine.
the white label.
No, I know. I bought the green one. That's mine.
Now, Jesus.
I just bought that yesterday.
Apparently, Miles is just.
Were you going to
buying
drink that one? Did you drink that one? You already drank my tea?
No, but I was about to in about 10 minutes.
Jesus Christ. That's where I put my ass. It's the same spot.
You've been just chugging my tea.
God damn it.
Well, there's a green tea.
I just got it. It's that with two Diet Dr. Peppers just sitting right beside each other.
Yeah, he didn't want the Dr. Pepper.
I'm going to start labeling my crap now.
Yeah, because I didn't buy one of those teas today. I just got a Lipton. So I was like, oh, I already got one in there. Good to go.
Take it.
But it used to.
Just take it.
My impression,
take it.
if it goes in that box.
I got to find another spot in the refrigerator.
Did you dip your D in it?
If I put another plate, nobody puts it in the top left. I am now.
That's where I put my lunchbox.
Yes.
Yeah, that box I thought was free game. All right. Apparently
you know,
it's not.
To his credit, like if
usually
Castle
was.
gets like 6-packs or something like that, they go in that box. It's like, hey, there's beer in the fridge. That's where they are.
But he also tells us that.
He does.
He also specifically says.
But also, if you leave stuff in there too long, eventually he'll move it to that box, and it's like free game.
That's true. That is true.
So, yes, I thought
I got to get my stuff out of the free game box.
Before Ted drinks.
Before I drink it.
The Ted penalty box.
Okay.
Well, and usually,
Ted's already established. If you put it in there, I'm going to
drink it.
But usually you buy the white label tea, not the green
I
one.
buy the brown, the white, and the green.
Damn it. Either way, you didn't buy it. Just a heads up, I think I have drank some of your teas.
Damn it. Accident, medical, or other, what happened to your downstairs area, 206-803-ROCK.
To remind you that 60% of sales on Amazon come from independent sellers, here's John from Devil Dog Pet Company.
We run our family business from Sterling Heights, Michigan, but we can reach customers all over the country thanks to Amazon. Good boy.
Shop small business on Amazon.
Is your business ready for what's next? Think about where you want to be in 3 years, 5 years, 10. Growth isn't about numbers. It's having the right specialist by your side. Moss Adams and Baker Tilly have joined forces to create a remarkable new organization. It's one advisory firm with resources, expertise, and vision built specifically to serve the middle market to help you get to what's next. Learn how Baker Tilly can help your business pursue its vision of success. Visit bakertilly.com/combo.
Coming at you live from Auto Trader, here's New Car Energy.
There's searching inventory. You can make a budget for your wallet to help you succeed. It's smarter car shopping just for
Find
you.
your next ride at autotrader.com, powered by Auto Intelligence.
Hit the jackpot with Grand Casino's $55,000 cash giveaway, September 1st through November 29th. And every Monday night, we're giving away a brand new 55-inch TV. Plus, enjoy the best happy hour around every day. 50% off drinks and bites. And don't miss our 12-ounce Prime Rib Fridays for just $26.99. Find us at 16716 Aurora Avenue North Shoreline, just north of 175th Street. Get all the details at GrandCasinoGaming.com. Grand Casino Shoreline. Let's play.
At Cardinal Heating and Air, we elevate your comfort with expert HVAC solutions in the greater Seattle area. Our decades of experience have fostered lasting relationships built on quality service. Whether you need AC repair, heating repair, routine maintenance, a new installation, or an emergency fix, you can trust Cardinal Heating and Air, now offering electrical services. Experience the exceptional service and peace of mind that Cardinal Heating and Air delivers, today and for years to come.
From the Pinky's Plumbing Studio, you're in the men's room. Text the guys at 206-803-ROCK.
All right, some of these are a little squeamish, but I was in a motorcycle accident. My pelvis hit my gas tank. Going 35, and I bruised it. Like, seriously bruised it. The doctor I went to told me to make sure that I tried to release myself every day to make sure that all the boys were still working.
One step ahead of you, Doc.
And if it didn't, immediately go to the ER. And it hurt every time I did that. My D was peeking out of my boxers while ironing a shirt, and I burned the tip.
Oh,
damn.
Going back to motorcycles. At the auction, we have motorcycles that come in all the time, and about 90% of them have a dent right there. In the
God.
Oh, yeah.
I was paintballing, and a stray paintball hit me directly on the tip. Had a bruise on it for a week. And one more. Steve, you can relate to this. Hot sauce that was 450 times hotter than Tabasco.
Oh, Jesus.
I can't remember what the Scoville rating was. Regardless, that was the absolute worst physical pain I've felt in my entire life. Imagine holding an open flame to your junk. Just set that S on fire. Accident, medical, or other, what happened to your downstairs area, 206-803-ROCK.
And I'm looking at the YouTube comments here, and what is it, Mad Greek or so-and-so says, is it just me, or is it only guys calling in about disaster downstairs? Well, for the most part, you're correct, Mad
Well,
Greek.
Cheyenne called in.
However, hello, Brianna. Welcome to the men's room.
Hi, how's it going?
Hola.
So it wasn't me, but it's my best friend, and I will never get over it. She was snowboarding, and she collided with the skier and took a ski straight to the downs.
Oh, wow.
We live states away from each other now, and I worked at like this small town like Dye Bar at the time, and that poor girl, I probably showed 100 people a picture of it because I've never seen anything like it.
What did it look like?
How did you get a picture? How did
like
you get a picture of it, by the way?
Oh, she sent me a picture because she was panicking. She's like, dude, I don't know what to do. She ended up going to the hospital over it.
What was the
No
damage?
bones.
What did the doctors say?
It was like almost a softball size. Just one
Wow.
side. Just one lip of it.
Oh, man.
It was black. Like,
Wow.
like black. I've never seen anything like it, and it was like that for months and months.
I wouldn't click on that on a porn site.
Did she go to the hospital? Did she go to a doctor?
She did. There were
Okay. All
no
right.
broken bones. It was just a very bad bruise.
Well,
Like,
back-
she thought she's going to have to get it cut open
Look.
and drained.
She did have to get it cut open and drained?
No, she didn't. Thank goodness.
Well, back to the
She's
earlier comment about the person saying that women aren't calling in. Look, guys have an external appendage down there.
Yeah.
So there's a chance that's going to get hit, slapped, whatever.
For example, we had a guy that just said he ironed his penis. If a woman irons
Yeah.
her vagina,
Oh.
it is intentional. I mean, I just...
Oh, there's
There's
one more. There's one more. There's one more that's a little bit worse. Okay.
Yeah.
So this guy said he got into that. He was swampy, so to say. All right. Okay. So when he would get out of the shower, whether he was at the gym or whether he was at home, he would take a hairdryer and dry his butt, all that, because he's a hairy guy. He would
Yeah.
dry his ass and he would dry everything down there, like his chest hair, everything,
Yeah.
so he wouldn't get bacterial infections or whatever. And the coil, the top part of the hairdryer, he grazed his manhood on that, and it left like a waffle iron mark on it. I was like, golly.
Did he show you?
No, it was a comment.
Oh, a comment. Okay.
Yeah. I was like, Jesus. Accident, medical, or other, what happened to your downstairs area, 206-803-ROCK.
Is this weird? But I'd have to ask to see that. If you said it looks like a waffle iron on my penis, like, look, I'm not dying to see your penis, but I want to see that wound.
Kind of like Miles's rotten egg. Like
I did not ask to see Miles's rotten egg.
Yeah, but you
That
were
was
still
simply
okay with
offered
having
up.
seen it.
I never said that. It's just something I have to accept because it was in his hand when he said my name, and I turned around and he says, look at this. Like, I can't not. A giant black coconut.
Yeah, it's like when I had that hematoma growing off my hip.
Yeah.
I was doing the same thing. Someone was
Look
just
at
like- Yeah, people were like, all right.
And
I don't need to see it. It's like, look how bad it is. I don't know if I'm going to make it.
Look at this thing. Yeah. Hello, Curtis. Welcome to the men's room.
Hey, how's it going?
Hola.
So I was roughly 20, joined the military, and as part of that, I got an airborne contract. And you go through airborne school, and last week you do all your live jumps. Well, they put you on these like crazy hard wooden benches that are super uncomfortable. And I decided to loosen up my leg straps a little bit while I'm sitting there, so it's not pulling up on my inner thighs. Well, we get on the plane, we get ready to go. I never tighten those back up, and coming out the plane, I feel my chute tug and everything. Like, okay, everything's good. Yeah, everything was not good because my left strap was over the left side, and it was all my weight and the yank of the plane all at one time that just... And I had to write it down for the next, 1,500 feet or so.
Are you just screaming in the air or what?
You can't breathe. You can't, nothing. It was so bad, so immense. And then to make matters better, because I was so focused on that when I landed, I didn't actually do my PLF, my landing fall that I was supposed to do. And so I came straight down on my shoulder and ended up busting up my labrum and everything like that.
Wow. So you got even worse. Worse by the time you got down.
And then it was the next day, it was 30 seconds of blood just coming straight out that bad boy.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it was probably one of the worst experiences of my life.
Brother, we can hear it in your voice. Now, let me ask you this. I've torn my labrum, and it is excruciating pain. But what was worse, the torn labrum or just having your entire weight basically crushing up against your testicles?
The testicles.
Okay.
When I hit my shoulder, my whole arm just went numb and everything after that. So
how long were you out of commission for?
About 6 weeks.
Damn. And do you get in trouble for that? Like, do you have to explain to them what went wrong, or did you say, I just didn't nail the landing?
No, you just, they expect people to get hurt when they land. So it was kind of one of those things. And it was the next day that I had followed up because I didn't want to get kicked out of airborne school for not making my next jump.
Of course.
So I went through the whole day, and it was after that I finally went and got seen for everything. And it was pretty much, they gave me some pills that turned everything like bright orange and like orange Gatorade and just numbed everything up down there. But the everything being so swollen made it difficult to walk and march and run.
All the things you do in the military.
Right. So
I gotta say, I'm shocked that doesn't happen more often, because you hear about how the harness and whatnot is not exactly gentle or comfortable down there.
It's not.
So, I'm surprised that we don't get more and more stories of contusions
But he made the one point
balloonings.
I loosened the one strap,
Right.
which means it's not supposed to be that loose. And now he knows why.
Right.
I guarantee you, it never happened again.
And also, after decades, we haven't found a better method of hooking us in than
apparently that's the look.
Putting
man,
your boys in a vice.
That's what I noticed most. The one skydive I did is just, when you're doing the free fall, it's one thing.
Sure.
You don't really feel anything, but once he pulls the chute,
jerk.
You're very aware that they're in a vice. But I wasn't in pain, but I feel like I was right on the precipice of pain.
Is it kind of like somebody has a knife at your back?
Yeah, well, it's like, look, if you take one step back, right, this is going to go completely sideways. But also, when we did that bungee jump on Fremont Street in Vegas, not bungee jump,
zip line, yeah. Jesus.
That thing, right?
Those straps are right up on your crap.
Yes, they are.
I knew that I was super uncomfortable in it, and it's not like you want to bring it up because there's hundreds of people standing around waiting to do this. But then we got the pictures back from when we did it, and it was very obvious that I was in distress, not because of my face, but when you looked at my groin, you're like, that is an unnatural position for your penis.
Yes,
like,
makes
that
it
is
very pronounced.
That is not where it's supposed to be. And I'm thinking, I know.
We did Superman the Musical when I was in high school, my senior year. It was Superman the Musical, and I remember there was this one scene, and they had to hook Superman up to a harness because he has to fly.
He actually has to
stage.
fly.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the only time I've ever seen this at one of our high school productions.
Okay.
This was actually a really cool thing.
I'd say that's got a big time for a high school
Dude,
production.
He's gonna freaking fly, right?
Yeah.
Like we got this whole thing rigged up, and so he does his flying bit, and then he stops, and he has this moment where he's standing at the front of the stage, and he's pronouncing, Superman's cape is waving and whatnot,
Sure.
but he still has the harness on. My buddy, who's a jackass, reminds me a lot like you, Steve.
Thank you.
He made this comment. He's like, dude, look at Superman's package. And he's just standing there in all of his glory with it just standing out there.
Actually, medical weather, what happened to your downstairs area? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Mike. Welcome to the men's room.
Hello. How you doing?
Hola. Doing well, man.
So back in the 80s, I was in high school. I think I was a junior in high school. I used to milk cows. I grew up poor, and if I wanted to party, I had to work. So
you want to party? Milk a cow.
Milk a cow, dude. Earn it.
There you go. So one night I'm milking alone, and the way it works is you go down to the loafing shed, you bring them all up to the holding pen, and the last 4 strings you put them in a smaller, so you don't got to go clear to the back to bring them all up. And so I'm trying to stuff this one cow into the last spot in the last holding pen, and she wouldn't budge. And so I slapped her on the butt. She wouldn't move. So then I got down and put my shoulder against her back, and I was just straining, trying to get her in there. She cut loose and kicked me right in the junk, and it just dropped me like a sack of potatoes. I was rolling around in the manure. Just I could hardly breathe, like the guy earlier was saying there. It takes your breath away.
So it was a direct hit.
It was a direct hit. And the worst part about it, I go to school the next day, and I'm walking around. I hurt climbing stairs. I hurt sitting down and stuff like that. And finally, I have to tell my mom, look, I had an accident at the farm the other night. And she wanted to see, of course. So I show my mom my junk, which is embarrassing. So she makes a doctor's appointment for me, and I go to the doctor, and I got to tell them what happened.
Well, it's not. I mean, it's not the most embarrassing thing in the world, but it just happened.
When you're 16, 17 years old, it is.
Yeah, you're right.
And that's swollen up like probably the size of lemons, and. Yeah, and I got to tell the receptionist what happened, and then I go in, and I go into the doctor's, and I pull it down, and he's taking a look at it. He goes, "Yep, they're swollen." He goes, "Put some ice on them," and that's about it.
And that's it. I mean, there's not much else you can do.
Were you in that cow cool after that?
Well, the funny part about it is I should have known better, because when they come into heat, they start acting weird, and she was a real gentle cow. And, I've been milking her, twice a day for, God only knows how long. And she's normally one of the first ones in. And that night she was one of the last ones. And I figured she was in heat, and she wasn't. They start acting real weird when they're in heat. And like I said, it's...
Don't they all?
Got the mad cow disease, you know what I mean?
Did you ever try to shove that cow into the pen again?
Well, let me put it to you this way. When I did, I made sure that I wasn't so vulnerable, you might say.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's like trying to throw a drunk, horny lady into an Uber.
Get in there.
She's in heat. She's acting crazy.
Just tickle the starfish and see if they jump. Accident, medical, or other, what happened to your downstairs area? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, M. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola.
So, I was about 5. My parents went out to dinner, so I had a babysitter. And me and my sisters were playing hide and go seek. And I ran into my room, and I slid behind my bedboard to my hiding spot. Well, a nail caught me from my a-hole right up through my jewels.
Oh!
Surprise.
Wow. I hope it wasn't rusty.
All I remember is... sitting on the couch after they pulled me off the nail, and my sisters are screaming, "It's been cut off! It's been cut off!" And I passed out after that. I don't remember anything after that.
Now, did you go to the hospital or what? Where did you wake
I had
up?
to go to the hospital. Yeah, they had to sew me back up.
Oh,
well,
man.
There's already kind of really a line there, so do you still have a scar?
I do.
Now, can you actually see it, or does someone have to tell you that the scar is still there?
No, I can see it.
Really?
Okay, well, you're flexible.
Yeah, I was just thinking, if I had a scar there, I'd be like, I don't know.
I need a mirror.
I feel like I do. Well, yeah, I guess you could do that.
Accident, medical, or other, what happened to your downstairs area? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Hunter. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola.
Hey, I just want to say that I listen to you guys every day when I'm driving long hours in the truck, so thank you.
Yeah, thank you,
we
brother.
appreciate it.
Yeah, so my story, I was like 7 or 8 years old, and I was taking a shower. I was washing down there, and I got some soap into the tip of my twig.
Ooh.
All right, that's got a burn?
Yeah, it was a lot worse than it honestly sounds. I was screaming and crying. It was so painful.
How long does it take for all of this to pass?
It was probably like 5 minutes.
Well,
it feels like an hour.
What kind of soap were you using?
It was like baby soap.
Really?
See, for me, it was Ivory. Ivory soap and what is the Irish Spring?
Irish Spring, yeah.
Those were the two that you had to. That I just remember being younger, This is even before I was taking care of myself.
Yeah.
This was just washing yourself. And I've had that happen. It seemed like it happened all the time as a kid.
Really?
And it doesn't happen that much anymore.
Maybe I don't wash my penis well enough. I never had that issue.
I never gave it two thought. I mean, like, right? Like, you just take the wash rag and get them all going.
Soap it up, do its thing, rinse it off. I
must have cleaned that thing real good.
Real good.
I did once bought I had to buy it was a bigger kid, so I had to buy a bigger jockstrap.
Yeah.
But the cup was just too big.
Yeah.
So it rubbed, not my junk, but right on the inside of the thigh.
That's almost worse.
It rubbed those pretty much raw.
Yeah.
But I was kind of embarrassed. So I didn't want to say anything. So as I'm getting out of the shower, it hurts. And then I grabbed some type of first aid spray. Right. Sprayed it, started screaming. Obviously that was for on top of your skin. Not,
yes.
Yeah.
Not an open wound.
Correct. Lesson learned very quickly.
How long does the sting last?
I don't know. I was screaming long enough that either my mom or father, somebody came in the bathroom and was like, what is going on?
What was the stuff that looked like, this was way back in the day, but it had, it looked like a little red fire extinguisher with a little white screw top on the top. And when you put it on an open wound.
Was it that pink stuff?
It wasn't like, it just started to bubble.
Like hydrogen peroxide?
I guess that's what it was. I mean, it just kind of bubbled, it cleaned out the area.
Yeah.
It would foam up
I think that's hydrogen
after
peroxide.
you got done burning for 20 seconds.
Are you talking about iodine?
It wasn't really iodine.
It's got to be hydrogen peroxide,
lotion.
right?
Hydrogen peroxide bubbles, but I'm trying to think of the description of the package.
It was like a red little thing with a white X or a white cross on it.
I'm not remembering.
I'll look it up.
I mean, I feel like as an adult, you just don't get as many scrapes and bruises, but I feel like as a kid,
it's constant.
There's hydrogen peroxide getting poured on you constantly.
All the time. And it's not going to sting. Just relax.
It does sting.
Guess who it is, Ted?
James.
James, welcome to the men's room.
Hey, thanks, guys.
Hola.
So, yeah, I had a cyst on my neck that brought me to the emergency room, and they prescribed me a medication that they gave me a 10-day prescription for that I was supposed to take before I could get in to see a doctor and have it removed.
All right.
So I trust them. I start popping these pills that are supposed to help the infection go down. Turns out it's creating something else.
What is something else?
If you picture your junk roasting on an open fire for 10 days.
Your junk roasting on an open fire.
Merry Christmas,
yeah, totally.
everyone.
Just in time for Christmas. And I didn't know it. I went to 2 other urgent cares to say, hey, I've developed this problem that is incredibly painful. What do I do? I think you're probably just allergic to what kind of medication are you taking? Of course, I don't read the medication. I just trust the doctors. And then it just kept getting worse. I kept taking the medication, taking it until it was done, until I finally went to the Harborview STD clinic crying after talking to the last couple of girls maybe I had dated and gave them the fear of their lives. And they told me, you have a localized drug eruption from a medication you're allergic to, which has sulfur in it.
Drug eruption. Jesus.
Yeah.
That's the full name of Eddie Van Halen's solo, by the way.
Well, at least you didn't give anything to the young ladies.
Yeah, absolutely. But except the scare.
Now, did you call them back to say it was just a scare? And if you did they believe you?
Nah, I just figured, let them just be afraid.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I'd have called them back instantly. Like, hey, you up? Because it turns out it was medication.
Accident, medical or other. What happened to your downstairs area? 206-803-ROCK.
Put word out. Back up.
Hello, Blue. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
And clean.
Head clean. So when I was a little kid, about 7 years old, we were getting ready for church, and this was back in the day when you had to wear your church clothes, And I decided that I was going to make the world's record for the highest pogo stick jump. And my pogo stick was the one with the spring on it.
Yeah.
And I started jumping outside, and I bit the tip of my little boy real hard with that thing.
Oh.
Yeah. Fell to the ground. Grandma comes out. Let me see it, baby. No. Get my dad. Get my dad. He comes out, looks at it, says, oh, yeah, that's going to swell up. Well, it swelled up like a little gremlin and looked like a smiley face for 4 months after that.
A smiley face.
A smiley face, yes.
You know, it's funny you're screaming to get my dad, just as a dad. I'd have been like, I'm going to get your mother. Look, man, I'm not going to give you good news. I know you want my expertise on the situation. You don't.
Oh, man, they're going to have to lop it off.
Dude, it's going to be awful, son.
My grandmother was a nurse, all right? So everything went through my grandmother when I was growing up. If I had a fever, if I was sick, you know where that's going. You know it's not going underneath the tongue.
Nope.
My grandmother, because it doesn't, in her world, that did not give you an accurate temperature reading.
Can we just be within
a
degree?
At the age of 4 or 5, I was getting my ass probed with a thermometer, just to get a temperature.
Tally-ho.
They had the ones you could put in your mouth then. They were available. You could buy those.
That's not accurate,
My grandmother would bring that. I'm like, she goes to work with that. Like, anybody. Like,
anybody.
I was like, that should be like one use only. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know it's glass, but same point in time, like, I don't want to. That's been well used. You're a nurse in a hospital. Like, God.
You think you shared it with your grandma?
I mean, I shared
Probably.
it with
His granddad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Who Sucks Last coming up at 4:30, and we've got your emails on the way next in the men's room at KISW.com.
To remind you that 60% of sales on Amazon come from independent sellers, here's John from Devil Dog Pet Company.
We run our family business from Sterling Heights, Michigan, but we can reach customers all over the country thanks to Amazon. Good boy.
Shop small business on Amazon.
Is your business ready for what's next? Think about where you want to be in 3 years, 5 years, 10. Growth isn't about numbers. It's having the right specialist by your side. Moss Adams and Baker Tilly have joined forces to create a remarkable new organization. It's one advisory firm with resources, expertise, and vision built specifically to serve the middle market to help you get to what's next. Learn how Baker Tilly can help your business pursue its vision of success. Visit bakertilly.com/combo.
Coming at you live from Auto Trader, here's New Car Energy.
They're searching inventory. You can make a budget for your wallet to help you succeed. It's smarter car shopping just for
Find
you.
your next ride at autotrader.com, powered by Auto Intelligence.
Hit the jackpot with Grand Casino's $55,000 cash giveaway, September 1st through November 29th. And every Monday night, we're giving away a brand new 55-inch TV. Plus, enjoy the best happy hour around every day. 50% off drinks and bites. And don't miss our 12-ounce Prime Rib Fridays for just $26.99. Find us at 16716 Aurora Avenue North Shoreline, just north of 175th Street. Get all the details at GrandCasinoGaming.com. Grand Casino Shoreline. Let's play.
At Cardinal Heating and Air, we elevate your comfort with expert HVAC solutions in the greater Seattle area. Our decades of experience have fostered lasting relationships built on quality service. Whether you need AC repair, heating repair, routine maintenance, a new installation, or an emergency fix, you can trust Cardinal Heating and Air, now offering electrical services. Experience the exceptional service and peace of mind that Cardinal Heating and Air delivers today and for years to come.
In communities across the country, hourly Amazon employees earn an average of over $23 an hour, with opportunities to grow their career and their paycheck. Learn more at aboutamazon.com.
Coming at you live from Auto Trader, here's New Car Energy.
They're searching inventory. You can make a budget for your wallet to help you succeed. It's smarter car shopping just for
Find
you.
your next ride at autotrader.com, powered by Auto Intelligence.
Is your business ready for what's next? Think about where you want to be in 3 years, 5 years, 10. Growth isn't about numbers. It's having the right specialist by your side. Moss Adams and Baker Tilly have joined forces to create a remarkable new organization. It's one advisory firm with resources, expertise, and vision built specifically to serve the middle market to help you get to what's next. Learn how Baker Tilly can help your business pursue its vision of success. Visit bakertilly.com/combo.
We return to the men's room with Miles and Thrill.
As KISW is doing the Unwrapped Acoustic Holiday, first time ever, December 12th, Friday night, Angel of the Winds Arena in Everett. Just know, as of today, they have released some tickets, and they are as low as $55.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're thinking about going to the show,
release the Kraken.
Well, he released
the tickets.
I think he released the section or a section.
Yeah, something like that. Upstairs. Look, the tickets are selling well. That's why they release more.
Yeah, exactly. And there's those $55. Brent Smith and Zach Myers from Shinedown, Pretty Reckless, Dartree, Hollywood Undead, and Mammoth. You know all the details. Or KISW.com. Okay, now we have time for a few emails from the men's room at KISW.com.
You've got mail. You've got mail.
And a few from our question about what happened to your downstairs. Dudes, many years ago, my husband's boys started swelling a lot, to the point where they were the size of a tennis ball. Very painful. After days of discomfort and being concerned if it was a testicular torsion, went to the ER to discover he had a bladder infection that went down his vas deferens into his testicles. I didn't even know that was a thing, but apparently it is. That from Rose in Tacoma.
Yeah, I didn't know that was a thing either until you brought it up.
Rose, you've seen a lot of testicles. You would know.
That is true. The one-woman spa.
Yeah.
Wait, people do not get their testicles waxed.
She waxes bees. We've talked about
bees?
Yeah, she'll wax your boys.
I don't know,
She'll go
man.
all the way back from the starfish all the way to the front.
I get that. I'm saying just as far as pain goes.
It's called a
and how thick the
manzillion.
skin is, yeah, no thanks.
Gentleman, 25 years old, I decided to get a vasectomy. I had done it on December 29th, New Year's Eve. Rolled around, went out and partied like a typical 25-year-old. Wound up puking up all the Jack Daniels I drank. Needless to say, there was a little tearing on the inside. So I spent New Year's Day in the emergency room with my boys the size of oranges. Not a pain I would wish upon my worst enemy. Do what the doctors say and just relax. That from Jamie, the driver.
You want to point it out, Ted? Or?
A, I don't know how a 25-year-old can just get one. B,
can.
New Year's Eve.
That you said December 29th.
Oh.
New Year's Eve is December 31st. And why do we always compare the size of our testicles to fruit? No one ever says the size of tomatoes, right? It's always, it's oranges, it's lemons.
Well, we'll do the same thing with women's breasts.
Grapefruits,
melons, apples,
sometimes eggs.
You never say softball size. You just don't. No, but you're right. It's always fruit.
Watermelon.
I just like you threw up both hands. Never say softball.
Softball. Two-handed softball. You know what I'm saying?
Gotta go underhand.
Yeah.
Guys, Tom and Redmond.
We used to say bee stings, too.
Yeah.
Mosquito bites.
In my teenage years, I used Nair hair remover as lube to pleasure myself. And to this day,
my God.
I'm convinced my sister planted it in the bathroom because she knew I would use it for that purpose. Did not end well. I highly recommend not using Nair hair remover as a lube.
Jeez.
Oh, no.
Dude, I told you,
That's
I
so
bought,
bad.
I don't remember the brand. They used to run commercials. You just roll on this stuff and wipe off your hair.
Yeah.
So I did that one just on my shoulder before my whole back. My buddy goes, try it on your arm before your whole back. And I mean, it felt like my flesh was burning and eating itself.
But isn't that actually the way it gets rid of the hair? Like, just dissolve
I don't
it
know.
all.
Yeah. I couldn't even shower. I had to it was like a boxer with one broken arm. I had to shower like this.
One more. This from a lady. She says, I never thought this would be the topic I'd write in for, but here we are. This actually just happened earlier this week, and I'm sharing as a PSA in case it can help someone else. I was incredibly constipated. Never experienced anything like that in my life. I needed to go. My body wanted to go. I tried so many times, things were getting inflamed, but it just wouldn't clear the exit. I was in so much pain and misery and was really scared I might have to go to the ER to have them pull this thing out of me. I thought if I could just distract myself from the intensity of the situation when I was trying to push, I might be able to push through it. Well, in a moment of complete desperation, I grabbed my vibrator and used that on the front side while pushing out the back.
I'm just trying to visualize this. Consciously, I'm going to stimulate the front with a little happy time to take my mind off the pain of the backside.
I think it went, more so all the way in, because sometimes it's just an outer thing.
Yeah.
I grabbed it, and even though I was completely alone in my apartment, it was dehumanizing. but damn it worked. I did not reach completion in the front, but I sure did in the back. And I literally shed a tear of gratitude. For the love of all that's holy, withhold my name. That from Tina. All right, time for a few birthdays brought to you by Men's Room Roasted Red Salsa from San Juan Salsa Company.
Dip responsibly.
Guys, want to send a birthday shout out to my daughter Ella, who's turning 8 today. The most kind, loving, and caring little girl you'll ever meet in your entire life. Mike, give me an 8-gun salute. Dealer's choice. And Coach Ted, tell her what it means to be 8 years old and live the good life. Thanks, guys, for everything you do. Lots of love from Mom and from the dad.
Fish challenge.
1,
Uh-oh, look out.
2, 3,
Howie Chestnut!
5,
That's what name withheld sounded like. That's what she first sounded like. Nothing coming out of his air fighting around it.
All right, Alan, congratulations on being 8. It's a big birthday, man. I feel like 8, you're kind of right there in that middle zone, right? A little bit older than those little kids. You know, you're not quite. Are you middle school yet?
You're
years
definitely
older
not
than
middle
elementary.
school.
No,
All right,
about
still
third grade.
elementary. All right, so we got to focus on that English, the reading, that kind of stuff. The big news is, besides that milkshake tonight, all right, you get there, you already put down your hamburger, your fries, and you look your dad and mom straight in the eye and said, large milkshake. Coach says large milkshake. And they go, well, what about your tummy? You say, I'm 8. I'm in charge of my own tummy.
Just want to send a birthday shout out to my awesome wife, Jolynn, a.k.a. Jolynn the Lunch Lady. This is her 46th trip around the sun. So can I get a reverse fart, a couple dad jokes from Miles, and the Dirty Germans talking about what is going to happen tonight behind closed doors. Thanks, guys. That from John.
Oh, she's back.
Okay. Dad jokes. Guys, when someone said, I'm addicted. My favorite exercise is a cross between a lunge and a crunch.
Oh, yeah?
I call it lunch.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
You give lunch to your lunch?
Ted, what kind of car does a Jedi drive?
I don't know. What?
A Toyota.
All right.
Oh, you hear about that all the time.
I'll tell you guys I found my wife on a dating site.
No.
I guess you want someone new. Ted, what's a British realtor's favorite drink?
British realtor's favorite drink. A virgin daiquiri.
A flat white.
Actually, proper tea.
Oh, proper tea.
And I've been told my snoring really bothers people, especially when I'm driving.
Dear Lord.
Today marks the start of my girlfriend Tiffany's 35th trip around the sun. Amazing, and I'm lucky to have her in my life. Could she get a pep talk from Coach Ted for her upcoming search to buy a new house? Thanks, gentlemen. That from Andrew.
First of all, congratulations. Now, looking for a house is going to be kind of tough, right? A lot of different markets and this and that. I would say you got to look at a lot of houses. Also, hire a realtor that you actually like and trust. Mike went through this last year. Other than that, though, man, when you lock into that house, congratulations.
All of y'all want to wish my big sis Shirley, pronounced Cheryl, a happy double nickel birthday.
Cheryl.
Oldest out of 4 siblings, she was bossy and the only one of us not born in Texas. She's also the only Longhorn fan in the house, so you do the math. Well, over the years, we've bickered as siblings, but I couldn't have asked for a better older sister. So how about some thrill shotgun gets, I do declare, and a reverse fart, followed by a please clap. Thank you, love the show, and congratulations again in 20 years strong. That from Trucker Carl in the South. Get!
Can't even hear the vibrator.
Please clap.
All right, guys, here you go.
Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday to you, to you, to you.
Ya's a Dirty Germans brought to
Just
you by
making it
Men's
so
Room
steady.
Original Sausage. Available through Uli's world famous sausage, mensroomlive.com, and other fine retailers. Schweinefleisch.
In communities across the country, hourly Amazon employees earn an average of over $23 an hour, with opportunities to grow their career and their paycheck. Learn more at aboutamazon.com.
You're tuned into Auto Intelligence, live from Auto Trader, where data, tools, and your preferences sync to make your car shopping smooth.
They're searching inventory.
Oh, yeah.
They find what you need.
They gon' find it.
You can make a budget for your wallet to help you succeed. Pricing's precise and true.
So true.
It's smarter car shopping.
Ooh.
Just for you.
Oh, it's just for you. Find your next ride at autotrader.com. Powered by Auto Intelligence.
Is your business ready for what's next? Think about where you want to be in 3 years, 5 years, 10. Growth isn't about numbers. It's having the right specialist by your side. Moss Adams and Baker Tilly have joined forces to create a remarkable new organization. It's one advisory firm with resources, expertise, and vision built specifically to serve the middle market to help you get to what's next. Learn how Baker Tilly can help your business pursue its vision of success. Visit bakertilly.com/combo.
Hit the jackpot with Grand Casino's $55,000 cash giveaway, September 1st through November 29th. And every Monday night, we're giving away a brand new 55-inch TV. Plus, enjoy the best happy hour around every day. 50% off drinks and bites. And don't miss our 12-ounce Prime Rib Fridays for just $26.99. Find us at 16716 Aurora Avenue North Shoreline, just north of 175th Street. Get all the details at GrandCasinoGaming.com. Grand Casino Shoreline. Let's play.
You've finally broken loose from work. 3 friends, 1 tea time, and then the text. Honey, there's water in the basement. Not exactly how you pictured your Saturday. That's when you call us, Cincinnati Insurance. We always answer the call, because real protection means showing up, even when things are in the rough. Cincinnati Insurance. Let us make your bad day better. Find an agent at CINFIN.com.
Now, the men's room wants to know who sucks last?
Hey, time for Who Sucks Last. Steven Thrill, you bring us 3 stories from the news each and every week. They always suck. But it's up to you and us to determine out of the 3 stories which one sucks the least. Now, if you happen to like the Men's Room on Facebook or follow us on X and Instagram at Men's Room Live, the debate is already underway on Who Sucks Less.
Yes, indeed. And like I said, you're familiar, if you listen to this fine program, with all 3 of these stories. Our very own Mike Hawk brought us each and every one. But these people suck, but the commonality they have is fraud. That's right, frauds are full of lies. So let's start with the new mom, who's been accused of carrying out a months-long ruse to trick her family into believing that a doll was her newborn baby. Kira Cousins, she donned a prosthetic bump, she feigned childbirth, and presented a plastic doll as her baby girl, who she named Bonnie Lee Joyce. Now, the 22-year-old announced the arrival of her quote-unquote daughter on social media earlier this month, asserting that she gave birth alone, with Bonnie Lee entering the world on October 10th weighing 5 pounds and 4 ounces. Well, in the run-up to the supposed birth, Kara had posted photos of ultrasound scans and videos of her extravagant gender reveal party. She also shared footage of the baby kicking her belly, along with images of newborn clothes and items that had been purchased for little Bonnie Lee by all the people that went to her aforementioned gender reveal party, including, by the way, a $1,000 car seat. Oh, a $1,000 car seat. She even made posts about hospital appointments and complications with the baby, alleging the test had detected a heart defect. However, uproar ensued when Kira was exposed online as a fraud. Friends revealed how her family and the alleged father of the baby discovered 6-day-old Bonnie Lee was a doll after her mother found the prop in her bedroom. Now, screenshots of messages sent by Kira shortly afterwards show her informing the man that she claimed was Bonnie Lee's father that their baby had passed away, which I think is absolutely awful. But a friend of hers, a former friend of hers, one Neve McRobert, she revealed the doubts initially emerged when relatives noticed that nobody ever heard the baby cry. And Kira, she refused to allow anyone to hold the baby, claiming that the baby had recently attended the hospital for medical examinations due to poor health. To be fair, the baby wasn't alive, because it wasn't a baby. Anyway, the friend shared screenshots of her exchange with Kira regarding Bonnie Lee, alongside others displaying the doll in a collection of now removed posts from the new mom. She also recounted how she encountered her former friend and the baby at Bonnie's during a supermarket visit, pointing out she wanted to see the baby, but her friend Kira would not let her see the baby because the baby was a doll. That is so weird to me, but there it is. Now, you might remember this story from Monday. A 74-year-old man, he wanted to check who would grieve his passing, so he faked his death and staged a mock funeral just to see who would show up. So the people of Kanchi, that's a village in India, they were shocked to learn about the sudden passing of Mohan Lal, a local former Air Force veteran. Now, it's confusing to see a procession when most people didn't even know that he died, but that did not stop people from joining the procession, mourning the poor man, and taking part in all the traditional rites. But what really stunned people was the moment when Mohan got up from the casket. They soon learned that the funeral was nothing but a test brought up by the 74-year-old man to see how many people cared about him. And he explained, quote, "After death, people carry the coffin, but I wanted to witness it myself and know how much respect and affection people give me." Now, he had actually asked some of his relatives to help him spread the word about his passing, and then had other people take him to the crematorium on a decorated coffin to make the stunt believable. So he didn't do this alone. But hundreds of residents, they rushed to join the mourning ceremony, which pleased him very much. And he reassured the community that he wants to maintain the respect. So to make the locals forgive him for the mock funeral, he organized a big feast for everyone. I do not know if that worked, but he at least did that much. So we got fake pregnancy, we got fake death. Well, now you might remember this story from last week. A Florida woman contacted police earlier this month to report that a male assailant had barged into her home, knocked her on the ground, and then committed a sexual assault. Now, while the attacker was a stranger, the woman said she was able to take a photo of the suspect while he was seated on the couch in her St. Petersburg apartment. Multiple officers and forensic technicians, they responded to the scene where the suspect, one Brooke Chenault, a mother of two, this is where she said the attack happened. Well, a subsequent police examination of the image provided by her revealed that the photo was AI generated via ChatGPT. Now, additionally, the photo was found in a deleted folder dated days before she even alleged that the sexual battery took place. Now, she was arrested for falsely reporting a crime, spent the night in jail, and posted a $1,000 bond. Anyway, police and court documents do not include a motive for the incident. So those are your three stories. It's all fraud. We have the woman in England who pretended to be pregnant all the way to the point of the birth of the baby, then said the baby died. None of it was true. We have the guy in India convinced everyone in the town that he had dropped dead. Everyone joined the funeral procession just to find out it's not true. And then a woman in Florida calling police to say she'd been sexually assaulted, had a picture of the guy that did it, only for the cops to go, dude, this is AI generated.
Okay.
Not true.
Ted, I'm torn on this one, but I'll say this. The woman in Florida who contacted police, I think she sucks the most.
I agree.
Because you're taking police time to investigate something that is a complete fabricated lie. It's a very serious allegation.
It's a crime, yeah.
So,
but nobody got arrested for it.
There was nobody there.
She got arrested for it. That was it.
But I'm just saying,
no one.
It would be worse if she just went, "Here's the guy," and it's some dude that did not do this.
That is correct.
Yeah, this is
and now
complete
he
AI.
has that.
This is
that
in my world. This is a waste of time. The mom who faked the baby, she pulled at the heartstrings of her family and cash. She's nuts. The guy in India faked his own death. If he has very close friends and relatives, he put them through heartbreak.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a funeral.
So I guess I got to go with the new mom. Sucks the least.
But that guy, that guy thinks that he had a kid, and then the kid has died.
Yeah, I mean,
like
to
that's
live with that.
Pretty.
For someone to go,
yep. You're right. Forgot about that aspect of it.
I mean, I will disagree.
And not even just the guy, but the whole family. You know, if you're the grandmother, grandfather, the aunt, the uncle, cousins,
Yeah.
you know, you say, hey, man, this kid died.
Okay, I'll go India.
Crushing.
I'll go India.
No. Stick with that one. I'm just going India only because I guess because he did fool them all, and they all had to go through it. But like, he's still alive. Like if the new mom had just been messing with her friends, but messing with the guy seems like another level.
And family. I mean, it was everything.
Family.
I agree with you about the guy in India.
A little tougher than I thought.
I just think the guy in India, because like people are mourning you. He is 74, so give us some time. Eventually, this will prove to be true.
Seems like a super odd time to pull this.
It really does. But in this sounds weak, but in this circumstance, he's like, hey guys, like sorry, I did this thing. Thanks for showing up. But if you're here, meal for everybody. I'm not saying that justifies it, but for the other two, the woman in Florida with the AI generated image, like you said, it's such a serious allegation.
Yeah.
That's why all those cops showed up. You just wasted everyone's time. The mom might be the worst to me.
That's what I'm saying.
Because this isn't. People have been excited for you for 9 months.
And the woman in Florida, again, she wasted police time and stuff, but like. First, I misunderstood, and I was like, oh, I thought some dude got arrested for this crime.
No.
She's like, look at what he did. And the guy's like, I have no idea. Yeah, I think in the end, I'm with you. I'm going to stick with India as who sucks
the least. Yeah.
And they're all whack jobs.
Oh, yeah.
And very confusing. This was
for
tougher.
Sure.
Again, tougher than I thought it was going to be.
Debate continues on Who Sucks Less. If you like the Men's Room on Facebook or follow us on X and Instagram at Men's Room Live. Okay, coming up at 5:08, we'll drink and toast with the shot of the day. You are listening to the Men's Room.
In communities across the country, hourly Amazon employees earn an average of over $23 an hour, with opportunities to grow their career and their paycheck. Learn more at aboutamazon.com.
You're tuned into Auto Intelligence, live from Auto Trader, where data, tools, and your preferences sync to make your car shopping smooth.
Research and inventory.
Oh, yeah.
They find what you need.
They gon' find it.
You can make a budget for your wallet to help you succeed. Pricing's precise and true.
So true.
It's smarter car shopping.
Ooh.
Just for you.
Oh, it's just for you. Find your next ride at Autotrader.com. Powered by Auto Intelligence.
Is your business ready for what's next? Think about where you want to be in 3 years, 5 years, 10. Growth isn't about numbers. It's having the right specialist by your side. Moss Adams and Baker Tilly have joined forces to create a remarkable new organization. It's one advisory firm with resources, expertise, and vision built specifically to serve the middle market to help you get to what's next. Learn how Baker Tilly can help your business pursue its vision of success. Visit bakertilly.com/combo.
Hit the jackpot with Grand Casino's $55,000 cash giveaway, September 1st through November 29th. And every Monday night, we're giving away a brand new 55-inch TV. Plus, enjoy the best happy hour around every day. 50% off drinks and bites. And don't miss our 12-ounce Prime Rib Fridays for just $26.99. Find us at 16716 Aurora Avenue North Shoreline, just north of 175th Street. Get all the details at GrandCasinoGaming.com. Grand Casino Shoreline. Let's play.
You've finally broken loose from work. 3 friends, 1 tea time, and then the text. Honey, there's water in the basement. Not exactly how you pictured your Saturday. That's when you call us, Cincinnati Insurance. We always answer the call, because real protection means showing up, even when things are in the rough. Cincinnati Insurance. Let us make your bad day better. Find an agent at CINFIN.com.
The Men's Room returns with Miles and Thrill.
All right, got it at 5:08. We'll drink and toast for the shot of the day. And we do have your headlines on the way at 5:50. But first, quick check on Mike Hogg and some of the stories and headlines he is not working on.
Well, thank you, Miles. New Zealand is home to the world's only flightless parrot, and it's been determined that they are successfully staving off crusty bum disease thanks to antibiotics.
I did read that because it's called crusty bum disease.
Right? Like, you have to look into it.
I mean, but it's basically, it explains the situation. Some of their digestive tract goes down to the cloaca.
Right.
It gets
they
crusty.
Can't fly.
So they're like, crusty bum disease.
Crusty bum disease.
God, man.
Which,
crusty.
Yeah, exactly. Right. I'm glad we don't do that for human diseases.
I wish we would.
What? You called it herpes earlier, Miles, as opposed to, I don't know, dotty penis.
Sure, but at least now we know what it is.
No, you know the symptoms.
Crusty
butt just says the symptoms. That's not the actual issue, right?
I think a bidet can clear all this up.
There you go.
Little birdie bidets.
A new method of delivering oxygen to the bodies of people with breathing issues has just cleared human safety trials.
Is this to the butt?
Butt breathing.
Yeah.
They basically they put oxygen into a liquid and then insert it, and that's how they're delivering oxygen.
Well, they were inspired by the animal kingdom. Yep. Certain turtles can breathe out of their butt.
Oh, that's right.
And then the axolotl, I believe it's like some kind of salamander, whatever.
Yeah, the axolotl.
They realize that it can breathe out of its butt, so they're like, well, why can't we do it?
Because those are reptiles.
But they have figured out a way to help us breathe through our anuses. Hey, look, man.
I mean, if we can drink
to catch a breath, do you care?
If we can drink through there, we can breathe through there.
I'd be pissed if I had a colostomy bag and I'm breathing through my butt. Like, I could breathe out of my butt, I just can't poop through it.
That's
like,
a good point.
I mean, in theory, could you breathe out of it if you were sitting?
I mean,
why are you sitting like that, Ted? I'm breathing out of my butt, man.
Well, I'm just thinking about if you're on a flight. Like, do you just stand the whole time? There's no place to lay down.
You just put your head on the seat?
Do you have to sit like AC Slater and sit in every chair backwards so your butt kind of hangs off?
Right? I guess you'd have to have like a doctor's note to explain to the flight crew, like, hey, man, I breathe out of my butt, and I know that's weird, but before you laugh, I need certain accommodations, you know?
Well, they're going to go with pure oxygen on the next test run.
Are they?
It's like 100 different people are going to go there and try it that way.
I wouldn't do that.
Just drag it around an oxygen tank?
No, they're just putting more oxygen in the liquid that they put up in the... Basically, you have to hold that.
Yeah.
So it's like getting an enema that you need to hold, which is pretty difficult if you've ever had an enema.
I want to see the guys playing football. You know, the guy, he just puts it down his pants like, oh, he's one of those.
Hang on, man.
Yeah, Terry Johnson breathing out of his ass.
Just had a big run. He's getting some oxygen.
Or in the cold games, like in Green Bay, just seeing all the vapors shoot out of his butt. Everyone else is coming out of their helmet.
Everybody's down on the line. It's just coming out of the
One
back.
dude.
I hope it's a middle linebacker just in a 2-point stance.
I would hope it's the center.
Right? It just. It is funny. That looks so cool when you see it, but you know that's miserable for
That
those
means
guys.
that is so freaking cold, yeah.
Yeah, when it's coming off, the dragon breast coming off all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's awful. A new study found that AI eats leisure time and makes employees work more. Probably because it's a little bit more involved than we give it credit for.
Yeah.
Like the prompts that you have to put in, the thinking that you actually have to do. You
do.
do have to be creative in order to do something with it.
It essentially is the answer to the equation that you just spent 20 minutes writing on the chalkboard. Right?
Correct.
And it goes, oh, here's what you're looking for, which is very convenient.
Right.
But it's not really doing the work for you.
Right. Look, calculators made calculating math easy. However, you still need to come up with the
in the
problem
equation, right.
and punch in the equation. Put your thinking caps on, boys. Time for
no.
the Merriam-Webster word of the day.
What percentage are you giving us?
99%, because I can't give you 100 anymore. It's an F word, and it is a verb. But it means to play and move about happily.
Frolic.
There you go.
Frolicking.
Well done. Frolic. It was frolic, just in the singular.
Does anyone use the word frolic for real? Like you read it.
Somebody used it on me this summer, and it was not nice. They were like,
when you're in the water.
Right, you look scared, and you were frolicking in the water.
Yeah, it says you're like dainty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think, just how I operate, I don't know that I could ever use the word frolic seriously.
No, it'd have to be ironic when I'm saying
Yes.
Or you're making fun of someone.
Right.
Look at
Like
Ted
if you go
frolic
to
in the
you go
water.
to the Tulip Festival and you skip between the rows.
That's pretty much the only spot.
That's frolicking, right?
Right.
But it's got to be like that kind of environment.
Correct. It has to be truly whimsical.
It still doesn't seem very manly.
It's
No.
not.
It's not.
Yeah.
Men don't frolic.
I'm Arnold Schwarzenegger. I like to frolic.
I like to frolic inside of the flowers.
Right.
Well, frolic like one of your French ladies.
I breathe from my anus so I can smell the flowers as I frolic through them.
There's a cancer vaccine that's showing some real promise against aggressive tumors of mice.
Okay. Again, mice get all the luck.
I do.
They do.
Except when they don't.
Get all the luck.
Mice are going to be cancer-free very soon.
Mice have got it made.
Yeah, they really do.
I can drink booze.
They
I
just
can
got to
smoke
worry about that
cigarettes.
indoor-outdoor cat.
Yeah.
That's it. It's the biggest enemy right now.
They can wear all the lipsticks and makeups in the world. They're
been
cured of
tested.
any disease.
It would be wild to see like Super Mouse show up. And it's like nothing can hurt him except again that indoor-outdoor
Yeah,
cat.
that cat will take his ass.
I'm going to kill the cat.
And it takes 2 days, and somehow the cat's already gotten him. You're like, you got to be kidding me.
I failed.
We put him in radiation. He was fine, but the damn cat got him.
It is kind of ironic. We cured your cat. Oh, the cat got him. Never.
There's no cure for this.
It's been confirmed that for the next 60 years or so, the Earth will be sporting an additional quasi-moon.
I heard that. Yeah.
Well, they say it's like 38 meters across.
Something like that. It's much smaller than Luna.
Why bring it up?
Right.
If I can't see it with the naked eye, who cares?
Well, bring it up.
They've got some measurement for what a moon is, but they said it's the size of a 16-story building.
Right, it's a quasi-moon.
If you are stuck in the gravitational pull of a planet, you are its moon.
Right.
Right. So just by definition, it's a moon. But I'm like, I mean, you're kind of a moon.
It's kind of the.
I mean, Pluto's got a moon that's the size of Pluto.
Yeah.
It's like the Foster moon.
And you're only here for a little while.
Right, like
You know
less
what
than
I
a
mean?
year, we're not gonna get to know you that well.
We're not even going to name you.
Right.
I'm sure they have.
I wouldn't say Foster moon. I'd say more of the rebound moon.
There you go, the rebound. moon.
You're like, oh,
you know why you're here.
He's not going to last. Everybody likes him. For a change, he's not dating an idiot, but it's the rebound moon.
Well, not going to be here long, dude.
Yeah. God damn it, man. Tim was a good dude.
He's good, man.
Yeah.
He's clearly on his way to the friend zone, though.
Or right,
He's gonna get locked down here in a second.
Yeah.
That's what we call interstellar space. Oh, you're in the friend zone. Okay.
Yeah.
Look, I've been that
Quasi-moon.
guy. You could look at all her exes, and it's just like, yeah.
Okay, for the record, I would have no problem being a rebound guy. Like, if that were just my job, right? What do you do for a living? I'm
Be
a rebound
upfront
guy.
about it.
Look, for whatever reason, man, I'll just never be in a long-term relationship. But, hey, when you break up, we're going to have sex.
Yeah. I'll give you 2 or 3 weeks, man. You figure your crap out and move on.
Wasn't there's some famous surfer, and he was kind of famous for this.
For just being a rebound guy?
Where like A-list women, like when they broke up for some reason, they'd go date him for a few
Pete
months.
Davidson.
Well,
That's
Pete
not a bad
Davidson's
call.
Is that
famous.
Kelly Slater?
I don't want to throw out it's either Slater
Laird Hamilton
or Laird. It's one of the. You know what? It's got to be Slater because I think Hamilton's married to an old volleyball player or something that's super hot and used to be on MTV. I think.
You think, yeah.
Don't know her name.
I can tell you were struggling for that.
That one
info.
broad, she was out there playing the volleyballs.
No, but that'd be a great gig.
Right, and somebody asked him about it. He's like, yeah, I don't plan on it.
Gabrielle Sabatini.
That might be who it is.
Yeah, tennis player.
Might be.
Can we call it Quasimodo?
Yeah, there you go. Now I care about it.
There you go.
Gave it a great name.
Ted, what day is it, buddy?
Oh, it's Hump Day.
Oh, you're right. It's also International Stuttering Awareness Day.
The Men's Room Top 10. The Men's Room Top 10.
10 songs with stutters.
Oh, very good.
In honor of stuttering.
Yeah. So I decided when we go for stuttering, I know that this isn't the exact metric. However, for us, these are the 10 hardest English words to pronounce.
Without stuttering.
I will say this, Mike. In my lifetime, whatever they've done with stuttering as far as teaching people how to get out of it,
Yeah.
they have.
Hell yeah.
I mean, maybe it was just when I grew up.
Say a
in high school,
word.
but, like, we had two kids in my class growing up that stuttered.
Yeah.
And there was a bunch of people that stuttered.
My cousin used to have a real bad
But
stuttering problem.
I don't run into that as much anymore, so they must have figured something out on how to treat it.
Just spit your words out.
Today, Junior.
What was the movie? A Fish Called Wanda. I don't remember. It was maybe John Cleese, whatever. His character had a stuttering problem through the whole movie.
Yeah.
As the movie starts to climax, like he's the only person that knows where somebody is that this woman's looking for. So she's like, "Hey, man, where's Ted?" He's like, and she goes, "If you can tell me, I will mouth hug you." Like Ted went down the block around.
So these are the 10 hardest English words to pronounce. I will give you guys the description, much like the word of the day. I will give you the description and see if you guys can figure it out. This is a D word, often used in British English to refer to draft beer.
Drought.
Very good. Drought.
D-R-A-U-G-H-T.
Yeah. Why is that hard to say?
Drought?
Actually, no, it's draft.
Draft. So there's a silent F.
D-R-A-U-G-H-T. Draft.
Yeah.
Like a Guinness draft.
All right.
Yeah.
So we say draft, they say draft. That just sounds like England to
I thought it
US.
was draught.
It's an unusual
for some
spelling
reason.
that doesn't reflect its pronunciation, particularly with the silent GH. A common mispronunciation that you might hear is drought or draft. It's draft.
Guinness draft.
So the F is in. They invent that.
Yeah.
All right.
Number 9 is an R word. It's an area that's also called the countryside. It's an R word.
Rural.
Oh, what's that word, Ted?
Rural.
That's a Maryland, man. You can't say that word.
It's a very rural area.
Just rural, man.
Rural.
Rural. You sound like a lion trying to find his voice.
Don't do that to Maryland people.
Yeah.
I will say, I follow an English guy that comes to America a lot. He can't say it for the life of him.
Rural.
But I can't make fun of him. I don't know if I'm saying it right.
You kind of are.
Rural.
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 It's like a Merle.
It's like Merlin.
Oh, jeez. Oh, okay. I'm trying to find the explanation
I'm
here.
not
Of this one.
stuttering. I just can't say it.
All right. Number 8 is an M word, and it means a troublemaker. It's their
Mischievous. Mischievous.
Very good, Miles. So a frequent mistake is saying mischievous. It's
mischievous.
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 She's a mischievous little lad.
But I feel like sometimes people say words wrong to sound smarter.
Yeah.
Right. So you can have a teacher and they're bitching at the school for an assembly. They know damn well that the word is mischievous, but for whatever reason, and I will not deal with this mischievous behavior.
So is it mischievous?
Just mischievous.
Mischievous.
No, but if you're going to say mischievous,
Yeah.
Yeah.
how do you say that then?
Yeah, mischievous.
Okay, so you say the E there.
Mischievous.
Because mischievous is different than mischievous.
Mischievous, right.
Yeah.
Mischievous to me, that sounds like the first name of a wide receiver from the University of Florida.
Number
Mischievous Johnson.
Hardest English words to pronounce. Number 6 is a P word. That's an infection that inflames the air sacs in one or both lungs.
Pneumonia.
I was about to say pneumonia.
Jesus Christ. Pneumonia.
Pneumonia.
Of a pneumonia. Yeah, so Miles, you said it correctly. Pneumonia, not pneumonia.
It's like pterodactyl.
Pneumonia. Okay.
Correct. So the IA is
A.
Right.
It's like a deaf person going to the bathroom. The P is silent.
Very good. Pneumonia.
You do spell pneumonia
PN.
But the chemical's different, right? Or the pneumonia?
Ammonia? Yeah, way different.
Good job, Ted.
Just a quick side note. Why is the word phonetic spelled the way it is?
P-H-O-E-N.
But what does it mean? A word that is spelled exactly the way it sounds. So if phonetic is the worst example of its own
So
definition.
should it be phonetics?
It should be with an F. Right.
With an F.
Because phonetic, they're like, oh yeah, phonetic. They spell it the way it sounds. Okay. Not phonetic. Phonetic, you actually spell the PH.
This is an S word, and it's a small woodland mammal.
Squirrel.
So,
Squirrel.
This is another one where people commonly struggle with. As so you may hear squirrel or squirrel, but both are wrong. It's squirrel.
Squirrel.
A squirrel.
When my son was young, he couldn't say girl or squirrel, and he sounded like Popeye.
Yeah.
So Dad, I don't know what's all these squoils outside. I'm like, what? Like squoils, like goyles. Like, wow, dude.
The dog's chasing a squirrel. A squirrel.
Ted, you know this one. It's an O word, and it's when a word mimics the sound that they describe.
I always get this
like
one wrong.
buzz or sizzle or clang.
Onomatopoeia.
Onomatopoeia.
Well done.
Did I say it right?
Onomatopoeia.
And how is that the word for that?
Onomatopoeia.
See,
that's what I'm saying.
A word that sounds like it.
You don't want conditions that describe what it is. I want words that sound like what it's supposed to be.
It's like phonetic, onomatopoeia. They're not even reasonably close to their own freaking definition.
Mm-hmm.
Onomatopoeia sounds like something your Italian grandmother says when she stubs her toe, but doesn't want to cuss in front of you.
This one, we all know how to say it. This one's more difficult for people that are trying to learn English. So again, these are the hardest English words to pronounce. It's a C word, and it's a military rank.
Colonel.
Colonel. Very good.
Captain.
Good job, Ted. Proud of you, buddy.
Colonel.
Everyone can say Captain Crunch.
This one is an A word, and it's beautiful, delicate flowers, but are also a type of predatory sea creature.
Algae.
Not that one, no.
Predatory sea creature or beautiful type of flower?
Oh, alba. No, wait a minute.
It's what,
albatross?
It's what clownfish live in. It's the plant, the underwater plant that clownfish live in.
Anemone.
Amoeba.
Sea anemone.
Anemone. Anemone.
Anemone.
That's what I always thought. No, it is not. It is anemone.
Anemone.
It is not anemone because that's easy to say.
Why don't you get down on your anemone?
Anemone. Anemone. Aenemone. Anemone.
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 Don't they even address that in Finding Nemo?
Yes.
Like the teacher has his kids. Say, hey, kids, where do we live? And one kid's trying to say, I see. Teacher even says, okay, just stop before you hurt yourself.
Yeah. This one here is a W word, and it's W sauce.
Worcestershire. I'd just say, what's this here?
Worcestershire?
So they have two different sayings. It's Worcestershire or Worcestershire.
Oh, so no R.
Worcestershire.
Worcestershire. So I'm saying Worcestershire, and it's not
Worcestershire.
And then I'll leave you with this last
I do
one.
agree with the barbecue guys who just call it W sauce.
W sauce.
Let's just stop.
Watch your sister sauce. This is an F word. I'm not even going to describe what it is. Actually, I will here. It's a 18th century word made up of four Latin prefixes meaning nothing. And it's the act of estimating something is worthless. I'm going to have you guys come over here and give this one a shot and see if you can say it out loud.
Faux?
No, not faux.
That's a good guess, though.
F-A-U-X? No.
Right on the microphone, boys.
Hillification.
There you go.
Nasa.
In the microphone, please.
Hillification. Flossa nasa sin hillip. Flux and nasa nahi hillipillification. Yeah, we use that all the time.
Give it a go, Ted.
Floxu nasu nahi upilfication.
I feel like you just introduced the entire Chinese delegation.
Floxu nasu nahi hillipillification.
And then the witch showed up.
I've never actually heard that word used.
No.
Why is that a word?
Sounds like I'm trying to teach you a hoka.
No.
Or a haka. Yeah.
A woman hit a man with her car, but you won't believe what she's blaming the crash on, Miles.
What was she blaming the crash on?
How about it at 5:50?
Thank you, sir. Headlines are coming up at 5:50. In the meantime, have we made it to drinking time?
Somebody out there deserves to be recognized. And the men's room knows just who it is. So to you, we say, bottoms up, sailor. You're the toast of our shot of the day.
Good time it is, and as usual, we head to the drink desk and Steve Thrill Hill to find out who we're toasting.
Yes, indeed. And today we toast an unidentified man from Usak, Turkey. I don't know if I said that right, but whatever. Anyway, he just completed a divorce from his wife, but a court, it ruled that he had to pay his now ex-wife additional financial compensation. You see, spouses come up with nicknames for each other, some more endearing than others, but rarely do these end up as the reason for a divorce. Now, exceptions do occur, and that was the case with a couple in question. Basically, it all started because of how our honoree had his wife's name saved in his phone. I'm curious to know, Mike, do you have your wife saved in your phone by any name other than her name?
Yes.
Is it bad?
No.
What is?
It's just that it's our
Lady of the Night?
No, damn it. No, it's our pet name that we use.
Okay.
Does she have your pet name in her phone?
Yes. Pretty sure.
What is your pet name?
I'm not going to say.
Is it embarrassing or is it fun?
I mean, it's cutesy. That's all I'm going to say.
All right.
It's Red Rocket.
Yeah.
Pink Putty.
Tush Push.
Pink Putty.
Tush Push.
Oh, no.
Well, this guy, he saved his wife's name under... My wife is La Diabla, by the way. As in the devil, but she knows. And I'm not wrong. But the wife claimed that the nickname was degrading and damaging and that it absolutely ruined a marital relationship. Now, the court agreed, ordered him to pay an additional compensation. So, let this be a lesson to husbands everywhere. Do not label your wife as, quote, chubby on your phone. Come on. He didn't put her in there like when they got divorced. Like, that is how he had his wife and his phone, just chubby. And that is,
you got to change that at some point.
Chubs.
Chubby. So we pour this booze and we drink this booze because we think it's yummy.
Yummy.
Chubby.
It's a chubby.
Over the tongue and down the throat to party in our tummies.
Down the hola bijola.
Let's get a contestant on the line now for Profile This, 206-803-ROCK. Profile This is next.
In communities across the country, hourly Amazon employees earn an average of over $23 an hour, with opportunities to grow their career and their paycheck. Learn more at aboutamazon.com.
You're tuned into Auto Intelligence, live from Auto Trader, where data, tools, and your preferences sync to make your car shopping smooth.
They're searching inventory.
Oh, yeah.
They find what you need.
They're gonna find it.
You can make a budget for your wallet to help you succeed. Pricing's precise and true.
So true.
It's smarter car shopping.
Ooh.
Just for you.
Oh, it's just for you. Ooh. Find your next ride at autotrader.com. Powered by Auto Intelligence.
Is your business ready for what's next? Think about where you want to be in 3 years, 5 years, 10. Growth isn't about numbers. It's having the right specialist by your side. Moss Adams and Baker Tilly have joined forces to create a remarkable new organization. It's one advisory firm with resources, expertise, and vision built specifically to serve the middle market to help you get to what's next. Learn how Baker Tilly can help your business pursue its vision of success. Visit bakertilly.com/combo.
Hit the jackpot with Grand Casino's $55,000 cash giveaway, September 1st through November 29th. And every Monday night, we're giving away a brand new 55-inch TV. Plus, enjoy the best happy hour around every day. 50% off drinks and bites. And don't miss our 12-ounce Prime Rib Fridays for just $26.99. Find us at 16716 Aurora Avenue North Shoreline, just north of 175th Street. Get all the details at GrandCasinoGaming.com. Grand Casino Shoreline. Let's play.
You've finally broken loose from work. 3 friends, 1 tea time, and then the text. Honey, there's water in the basement. Not exactly how you pictured your Saturday. That's when you call us, Cincinnati Insurance. We always answer the call, because real protection means showing up, even when things are in the rough. Cincinnati Insurance. Let us make your bad day better. Find an agent at CINFIN.com.
To remind you that 60% of sales on Amazon come from independent sellers, here's John from Devil Dog Pet Company.
We run our family business from Sterling Heights, Michigan, but we can reach customers all over the country thanks to Amazon. Good boy.
Shop small business on Amazon.
Is your business ready for what's next? Think about where you want to be in 3 years, 5 years, 10. Growth isn't about numbers. It's having the right specialist by your side. Moss Adams and Baker Tilly have joined forces to create a remarkable new organization. It's one advisory firm with resources, expertise, and vision built specifically to serve the middle market to help you get to what's next. Learn how Baker Tilly can help your business pursue its vision of success. Visit bakertilly.com/combo.
You're tuned into Auto Intelligence, live from Auto Trader, where data, tools, and your preferences sync to make your car shopping smooth.
They're searching inventory.
Oh, yeah.
They find what you need.
They're gonna find it.
You can make a budget for your wallet to help you succeed. Pricing's precise and true.
So true.
It's smarter car shopping.
Ooh.
Just for you.
Oh, it's just for you. Ooh. Find your next ride at autotrader.com. Powered by Auto Intelligence.
The Men's Room presents Profile This.
And Stephen, throw hooks, please, everyone, on Profile This is played.
I sure can, Miles. It's a simple game where we share with you a real-life news story, something that happened right here on planet Earth. Earth. And as you listen to the story, based on the stereotypes you believe to be true of people and the decisions that people make, we'll ask you what it is you think makes the story a story. Hello, Allison. Welcome to the Men's Room. Hola! All right, Allison, you understand how this here game is played?
Yep.
Fantastic. You have your choice of one of three stories. Today we offer you Bite Me. In other words, what did someone find in their food? Hit Me with Your Best Shot, where you guess the unconventional object that someone chose to use as a weapon. And finally today, License to Spill, where you guess the substance responsible for creating the mess.
I'm going to take License to Spill.
The California Highway Patrol warned Fresno area residents of a very sticky situation resulting from a truck losing its load on the roadway. I don't know, they call me truck. Anyway, the CHP Fresno said on social media that the spill occurred Monday evening in the southbound lanes of Highway 99. They shared photos of cargo on the road as well as a sticky mess caused by cargo being run over by other vehicles. The California Department of Transportation crew was summoned to the highway to clear the mess, and after a few hours, the highway was finally cleared to be driven again. The question is, what did the truck spill and what did other vehicles drive through? Was it honey? Was it maple syrup? Was it blueberries? Or was it glue? So honey, syrup, blueberries, or glue, what spilled on the roadway and people just drove through it anyway?
You know, I'm going to say honey. I don't think it's good.
Hello.
And I don't think they have blueberries in that central, valley.
Okay, so you're going honey.
I'm going, doesn't seem like a big pancake area. Thing down there, more, like crepes.
Sure, of course.
I'm going glue.
Glue.
And what'd she take?
Honey. She took honey.
You know what? Screw it. I'll take syrup.
Syrup for 10.
Or you know what? No, check that. I'm taking blueberries.
Blueberries. Okay.
Because they get sticky too.
What was spilled all over the road there in Fresno? Was it honey, maple syrup, blueberries, or glue? We'll let you know next.
That was a tease.
You are listening to The Men's Room.
To remind you that 60% of sales on Amazon come from independent sellers, here's John from Devil Dog Pet Company.
We run our family business from Sterling Heights, Michigan, but we can reach customers all over the country thanks to Amazon. Good boy.
Shop small business on Amazon.
Is your business ready for what's next? Think about where you want to be in 3 years, 5 years, 10. Growth isn't about numbers. It's having the right specialist by your side. Moss Adams and Baker Tilly have joined forces to create a remarkable new organization. It's one advisory firm with resources, expertise, and vision built specifically to serve the middle market to help you get to what's next. Learn how Baker Tilly can help your business pursue its vision of success. Visit bakertilly.com/combo.
You're tuned into Auto Intelligence, live from Auto Trader, where data, tools, and your preferences sync to make your car shopping smooth.
They're searching inventory.
Oh, yeah.
They find what you need.
They're gonna find
and
it.
You can make a budget for your wallet to help you succeed. Pricing's precise and true.
So true.
It's smarter car shopping.
Ooh.
Just for you.
Oh, it's just for you. Find your next ride at autotrader.com. Powered by Auto Intelligence.
Category license to spill on profile. This California Highway Patrol warned Fresno residents that a semi had spilled a sticky substance all over the roadway to avoid the area for a while. It was eventually cleared up after a couple hours. Question is, what did the truck spill all over the road? Honey, maple syrup, blueberries, or glue?
And Allison, that is the very question that we posed to you. Let us start with Mouse Montgomery. You went glue.
I went glue.
It was not glue. Allison, you went honey. Oh, I'm afraid it was not honey. Not the end of the world. And Ted originally went, oh, God.
Maple syrup and blueberries.
Syrup. Then Ted said, no, F that. I'm going to go blueberries. Ted settled on blueberries. And he was correct.
Yes! Now for all TV news all the time, it's time for TV Time with T.
And now, because your pathetic life is confined to countless hours in front of a talking box, the Men's Room presents TV Time with Ted.
All right. The choices today, you got the Jimmies.
Fallon and Kimmel.
Colbert.
Steven.
Seth Meyers. Or Ted Smith.
Is it Ted or is it late night?
It is right there. The title. These guys have talented teams of writers to help them come up with their monologues each and every night. It is up to you to determine, is this an actual late night joke and from whom, or could it be a The Ted Smith original?
The NBA season officially tipped off on NBC. You know the NBA is on NBC because when a player commits a foul, you hear the Law and Order music. LeBron James didn't play, but he did appear in 50 DraftKings commercials with Kevin Hart.
Ted Smith. Fallon.
The new NBA season officially tipped off right here on NBC. You know the NBA is on NBC because when a player commits a foul, you hear this. Yeah, that's it. That's the way we do it. LeBron James didn't play tonight. However, he did appear in 50 DraftKings commercials with Kevin Hart.
The White House is undergoing some changes to the East Wing. And if you're wondering what it looks like, just think about that weird old place you had your senior prom.
Meyer. Fallon.
Smith. Oh, well done.
Yeah.
And you're not wrong.
Did you see the pictures of that place?
Yeah, I mean, look, that's how he likes to design stuff. I just remember going to a prom at like a country club. We were like, what in the hell?
Yeah, because it was designed in 1982.
Many experts are concerned that an AI bubble in the stock market, which would be a disaster, because presently the AI industry is 17 the size of the dot-com frenzy. That was 25 years ago. And that crash was so bad, a lot of us had to take our pets.com to a farmupstate.org.
Let's say Colbert.
Experts are worried about an AI bubble in the stock market, which would be a disaster because presently the AI industry is 17 times the size of the dot-com frenzy, okay? That was 25 years ago, and that crash was so bad, a lot of us had to take our pets.com to a farmupstate.org.
According to new research, the world's most disliked airline is American Airlines. Today, both Spirit and Southwest looked at each other like, how?
Fallon. Seth?
Fallon.
According to a new report, the world's most disliked airline is American Airlines. Oh. Yep, today both Spirit and Southwest looked at each other like, how?
I don't know, man. I was just on a bunch of Southwest flights. It was fine.
Oh, they're saying American Airlines.
Right. Well, I know. I took an American Airlines flight recently, too.
Yeah, it was
like,
fine.
right. But, yeah, it's always easy to make fun of Spirit. I've never taken Spirit, so I can't say anything about it. But, like, I just learned the hard way. Southwest, you just got to make sure you get to the gate on time and line up.
I can't say anything bad about so like United. They maybe 2 years ago they were the number one airline to kill your pet if you were going to fly with your pet. But the thing I just can't get past it with Spirit. And look, things happen, but just the fact that you're mid-flight and a bat starts flying around the cabin, man.
But I think it's not on one of the most hated airlines because you know what you're getting when it comes to
True.
If you go to Walmart, you know that you're going to get something for cheap. You're going to get plenty of it. However, then the quality might be lacking.
Eye candy if the candy is black licorice.
Yeah.
Right.
The black
Some
licorice
people
of
like
eye
it.
candy.
Overwhelmingly, people do not.
The good and plenty of eye candy.
Walmart.
The NFL's moving its Pro Bowl festivities, which is a great word, to Super Bowl week beginning this February. Basically, Roger Goodell announced a change on Wednesdays after they had the fall owners meeting. The plans to hold the Pro Bowl games on Tuesday night, February 3rd in the Bay Area. Change the venue from Orlando. Basically, the Pro Bowl is still going to be the same thing. Flag football between the AFC and NFC. They put that in 2023.
Mm-hmm. Which I think is the better choice because at least with flag football, they're being competitive.
Yeah.
You might injure yourself, but you're not hitting each other. Oh, I mean, a couple times you see a few blows, but overwhelmingly, they want to win and they put some effort in. Where when it was the standard football game, it's like, come on, man.
Well, they said like the NFL is trying to capitalize on the increased interest in flag football.
Yeah.
Which I get, right? It's going to be in the 2028 Summer Olympics and this and that. But also, like, I think it's a good idea because it's just a skills competition. Have it the same week.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea.
Because because that week before, like, I mean, look, if you're a real junkie, you'd watch it, but you'd still be like, what are we doing? But if you put it on that Tuesday
you realize
night,
you're a junkie when you're asking. You're not going to stop watching it, but you do ask yourself.
And a lot of the best players in the NFL, they're already at the Super Bowl. They have signing obligations. They have meet and greets. They have all that stuff going on.
The only thing I would
a lot of
say,
those guys are already there.
The only thing I would say different, honestly, is you already have a national team that plays flag football.
Yeah.
Like,
have them go up against the NFL guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Just for the hell of it, because there is differences in the game and stuff. In theory, the NFL guys, like, because they're all specialists, should be fine. You know what I mean? And then, I don't know, go back to the old thing. Have all the linemen sit up there and just see who can bench the most.
Also,
who can squat the most.
you can do that, or you could like bring in like kind of like the celebrity NBA games, where one team's got Stamos, a quarterback, the other team's got somebody else.
Let
Good
a celebrity quarterback.
Good
and
luck.
Then,
You got a couple of the TV stars on the outside or whatever, and they got to figure it out against
That'd be cool. I'd watch it, man.
Obviously, we all know we're getting towards the holiday season. The first one, of course, would be Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a good list of the best slasher movies of all time. I just have the top 10.
Slasher. So you got to think Jason and Michael are on there, right?
Somewhere on there.
Because they're in my mind, they're the original slashers. It used to be horror movies, and then you started getting into the slasher stuff.
I feel like the greatest slasher would be Scream. Because that to me is a true slasher. It's like the best defined
or the original
slasher.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
All right, so Texas Chainsaw Massacre, number 6 on the list.
Okay.
How Scream didn't make this list, I don't know.
It's not.
I mean, it's
their whole thing.
It's the whole thing, right? It's them kind of being a slasher movie.
Right, trying not to be slashed.
So how about Friday the 13th?
Not on the list.
Halloween.
Halloween's number 1.
Okay.
Number 1. There
All
we
right.
go.
Then how was Friday the maybe because he varies it up.
Right.
Right, Michael Myers, he's going to stab you. Jason, I saw him kill one woman by stuffing a plastic trumpet in her eyeball. One time he zipped a kid into the sleeping bag and swung him into a tree.
Right.
It was funny, but not slasher.
Right, so like number 10 is Alice, Sweet Alice from 1976.
I've
never even heard of it.
No.
Never heard of that one.
1981, number 9, you have The Burning.
The Burning. That's not slashing, that's burning.
I know.
Yeah.
Come on now.
So in 64, you have Blood and Black Lace.
No idea.
No.
That just sounds like nobody had a safety word. Right? Best slasher movies of all time. Number 7, Deep Red from 1975.
No.
And then, like Miles, he said Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That shows up there. Number 5, you have Peeping Tom from 1960.
No.
Seems like there was a golden era of this. 60s and 70s.
What in the
There
world?
was, because number 4 on the list, now we all know this one, Psycho.
Yeah.
Now that's, again, definition of a slasher movie, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
He's a whack job. He's got his dead mom's body in there, but, he...
He checks all the boxes.
Yeah.
But really, it's just the one scene anyone thinks of. Granted, it's an
Right.
iconic scene.
I mean, there's a couple scenes that are in the movie, but you're right. It's not a big like slasher horror. People died, but it
was more weird than slasher.
I can see it being on the list as an inspiration for the slasher movie.
Fair enough.
All right,
Fair
next on the list, number 3, you have Black Christmas, 1974.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't remember that.
Those kind of
That
Black
was just a
Christmas
loud
movies, though, I think are generally like a soulful Christmas. Right? This is just
Starring
like
Pam Grier and Billy D. Williams.
It's
Tyler
bad.
Perry presents
Black Christmas.
I'm dreaming of a black Christmas.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
I wondered.
I guess he's slashing.
I mean, he's got the Wolverine hand. Yeah.
Right, so does Wolverine count as a slasher movie?
Right.
It should.
I mean,
he's got one move.
He did just as much slashing as Jason did, because Freddy had a lot of different weird ways that he killed people.
True. That's a good point.
He took advantage of the nether realm that was the dream world.
And both do it comically.
Yeah.
Like they'll drop a funny line. Like
Freddy's one. He just can't help himself. Like, Freddy, can you kill someone without saying anything stupid? It's almost like they made a bet. Right. He's like, I'm trying. Don't say anything dumb. Don't. Damn it, I have to say something.
It's like if you were this funny, they wouldn't have killed you.
Oh, damn. Those are Mike's last words. You know, Freddy, just quick side note.
Well, generally, yeah, comedy and cold-blooded murder, like, don't go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Right.
Right? Like, the guy might laugh while he's slashing you, but just because he's insane.
That's why I'm worried about Jordan Peele.
I feel like the slasher movies will make you laugh more than most movies. Because they're so ridiculously over the top, they're not scary.
Right.
So basically, all you do is just sit there and laugh at the ridiculousness of the whole thing.
Yeah, it's a quick jump scare and then chuckle.
Just like
but think about, like, Jack the Ripper. Right? We all know that story. There's a couple theories, but none of them are like, he was a comedian. Right? It's like,
Catch him on Thursdays at the Yuck Factory.
He was really doing that, though.
Right. They're like, right. He was
It's
either
like Jeffrey Dahmer.
a barber or a doctor.
Yeah.
Right. Right. Again, Jeffrey Dahmer, of all the things they say about him, like, nobody's like, God damn, was he funny, though? That was the weird part.
Because he didn't drop any lines.
Hey, Gacy was a clown.
That is true.
Clowns are different.
But he was the scariest. Like, you look at the picture of him as a clown, and you're like, dude, he looks like a serial killer.
Yeah.
Yeah, and sorry, clowns, if you're a professional clown. You could hear in my voice.
Sorry, clowns.
If you're a professional clown, but, like, I don't put you in the same group as comedians or comedic actors.
You're not.
Or people that do improv.
Yeah.
But you put
your BS comedy.
Right.
It'd be more vaudeville, I think, if you're going to give them something.
Sure.
Because it's all physical.
Right. Stage presence style
Comedy.
comedy.
well, and the clown's already kind of messing with you, right?
Sure.
Like, like when does that handkerchief in? Right? Which is a weird little circle of hell. Like, the clown is like, it's funny when you watch him do it to other people. Whereas a comedian,
What was
funny to everybody.
What was Bobcat Goldthwait's clown?
What was the movie?
It was like Tickles the Clown something.
I can't remember. If I were a clown, two things I would do. One, my scarf would only be like 1 inch long. Right, because everyone's waiting for it to take forever. So when they grab it, it's just done. And then my little, the flower that shoots water. It'd be like rubbing alcohol.
Right in the eye.
Yeah.
If I know you, I feel like it'd be Jack Daniels.
I would have to shoot it in my mouth.
Why is Nipples over there sucking on his flower?
That's how he gets ready.
His big shoes just in it.
All right. So even if you don't watch college football, right? College game day is kind of an institution. And credit to Fox. They're doing a good job with that big noon kickoff, trying to get it going. The other thing, too, is once you're kind of the first or the older one, like, it doesn't matter who CBS puts on their game day show. The NFC always just has the number one show.
Sure.
Whatever network the NFC has been on,
that is the one.
That traditionally is always going to be the one that has better ratings. And I don't know if it's because the teams are older or this or that. It's just kind of the way it is. So, like, Big Noon, they'll get better numbers, right? They got Point Noy on there and stuff now. And, like, they're trying, but it's just hard to create. Especially, too, you had Lee Corso on there for years. Like,
right.
That's what I'm saying. Even if you weren't a big college fan, you knew about game day. And when it comes to your town, it is about.
I also think it's the size of the market. You got, the Rams in L.A., or you've got the Bears in Chicago, Philly, New York.
The Giants.
Washington, D.C. Yeah, I mean, you got all these teams that are in bigger markets than, say, Cleveland, Pittsburgh, Cincinnati, Baltimore. So there's going to be more people who are fan bases and watching them.
Yeah, and when you talk about New York City, what a massive, you know what I mean? But I was talking to a guy this weekend. He was from New York, and finally I said, "You a Giants fan?" And he just kind of put his head down on, Jets, huh? And he's like, yeah, there is a lot of us, but he's like, just most of it is Giants fans.
Absolutely.
There's no point in going to the game.
Jesus Christ. I know. So game day is going to be in Nashville this weekend. So there's a ton of people, right? They always have a guest picker.
Yeah.
Right? So like in Seattle, one year it was Hope Solo.
Okay.
Who's the comedian, Talk Soup and everything?
Joel McHale.
Joe McHale, he's done it because he played at UW. So some of the people they have on the list that are kind of interesting, like Kenny Chesney, right?
Okay.
Massive Tennessee. Now, granted, they're there for a Vanderbilt game, so I don't think
it doesn't matter.
I don't think it's going to be him.
Okay.
Right? Luke Bryan, he's done it before. Chris Stapleton, that one was kind of interesting. I didn't know that he went to Vandy before he dropped out to do music.
I'm glad you boys asked my opinion.
Well, thank God he dropped out.
The one...
Morgan Wallen?
No.
I don't care, man. I was here to drink.
The one on the list, honestly, they should use is Lainey Wilson.
Hell yeah.
You would
She's
get the
popular, right? You know her. Everybody knows her name, even if you don't like country music. She was on Yellowstone. People kind of forget before she really blew up. It's like, yeah, if you're going to have it in town, you're going to do it there. Like, have her do it.
Please.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be happy with it. There you go, Miles.
Thank you, Tim. We appreciate it. You're listening to the Men's Room.
Men's Room returns with Miles and Thrill. Now, let's see what's happening in the real world.
All right, here we go. Word to the wise. Don't get a penis enlargement from a guy in a 1995 Toyota Corolla.
Noted.
Meanwhile, because of animal nest in a kitchen fan, a family apartment goes down the hola. Pennsylvania man doesn't like when people have sex with his mom. A woman says because of her heels, her new boyfriend is gone. And a college professor beats a kid for riding his e-bike. It is time for your headlines.
Now, it's time to hit the headlines. Here's my cop.
All right, our top story. Much like Miles, when I read the headline, I completely misunderstood the story. The story is actually awful. So we go to Houston, where a first date did not end as planned. A couple were walking out of the local Voodoo Donut Shop. Side note, they have expanded to Texas. At 2 o'clock in the morning, when they were stunned by a pair of blinding headlights headed straight for them. They attempted to get out of the way of the car, but seeing as it was barreling down the road at 70 miles an hour, the man was struck by the vehicle. He did unfortunately pass from his injuries, and the woman who hit him has been taken to court on manslaughter charges. But the reason that she gave for hitting him was that her Louboutins got caught on the gas pedal, making her unable to slow down.
And Louboutins are what, her high heels?
Her high heels, yes.
She didn't mention the booze or the cocaine she was on?
Correct. The cocaine baggies that they found all over the place, and the .301 blood alcohol content that they found her with.
What town was this in?
2 in the morning.
No, what town?
Oh, Houston.
Wow. Well, I mean, also, she's wearing Louis Vuittons. I'm not shocked she does coke.
She's very rich.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
The understanding is that she was very, very wealthy.
But like Miles, I read the headline as this first date, she just hit this dude with her car, and I'm like,
thought
why?
the same thing. Like, damn,
like,
man.
oh no, this sucks. Louboutins. And that is too damn close to Louis Vuitton. So I've been getting that wrong my entire life. Louboutins.
Yeah, I would know.
Yeah.
It's not the coke. It's not the alcohol.
Right.
It's my heels.
It's because your heel got stuck behind the dog. Okay. At 70 miles an hour.
I'll be dead honest. I didn't know what the hell they were either until Cardi B with Bodak Yellow and talking about red bottom shoes. I'm like, red bottom? These bloody shoes. I'm like, what is she talking about? My buddy's like, it's a high-end women's high heel.
Is it the buddy I'm thinking of?
Yes.
God almighty. I love this guy. I do.
Yeah.
I do. And he's a giant of a man, right? So
okay,
he's
so
built like
it is who I'm thinking of.
Frankenstein.
Yeah.
And about a year ago, he bumped into me and my wife at actually the watering hole. You weren't there. And he came over, and he's a very gifted orator, if you will.
Absolutely.
Right? So he's talking, but they started talking about women's shoes, right? My wife just kind of cocked her head to the side like, dude, you know a lot about women's shoes. And he looked at it, and I love how he said this. He's like, just call me one of the ladies. And then he went back into her spiel about women's shoes. I mean, dude, but somehow he's cool when he does it.
Yeah.
None of us could get away with the way he gets sit down. You could go to a bachelorette party, and they would all be listening to him because he'd be like, oh, girl, I know.
Just holding court.
Yeah, it's amazing.
In other news, rough story out of Pennsylvania. Another amorous couple's night didn't end the way that they intended either. The couple in their 50s were in the man's truck outside of her home having a little fun before saying goodbye for the night. But out from the house walked the woman's 24-year-old son, who was less than happy that the two were hooking up in his truck because that's his mom.
Well, yeah, that's why you're here, boy.
Yeah. They had been engaging in a sexual relationship for some time, and he took issue with that. He made a couple of failed attempts to accomplish his mission before getting into the back seat of the truck and pointing the 9mm handgun that he had in his possession at the back of the man's seat. And in spite of pleas from his mother, he fired a couple shots through the seat into the man's torso. He called 911 and blamed on himself, and blamed the physical engagement with his mother that made him act out of control. He was arrested on a handful of charges and currently due in court. Look, dude, I understand you don't like that somebody's fooling around with your mom.
Sure.
I can fully understand
I know
that.
later my dad's fooling around with my mom, but still.
Right.
But dial it back, bro.
And maybe you've had a conversation. I don't care how many conversations you've had. This is not the answer. Your mom is still her own person, unless he is doing something physical to you at 24 years old. Kind of odd, but okay. Yeah. If mom's just getting handsy in the truck, you don't get to do this.
Let your mom have fun.
Right. I went out of control. I know. It would drive me crazy, too.
I mean, it's already extreme that he's sitting behind him with the weapon.
Right.
But to actually fire a couple rounds into the guy, like, are you, like...
Right.
Yeah. It's also kind of extreme. I mean, if I'm the guy, like, son, do you understand why you're on this planet?
Right.
Your mom, before me, did this kind of thing with someone else, your father, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know, maybe they're divorced, maybe died. I don't know.
My question is, you're 24. Why aren't you trying to go and do the same thing with somebody else?
Why are you worried about me?
Right.
You weirdo.
Go jump in your own car. Go see if you can catch you one. Go.
Borrow my car, but leave me alone.
All right. Use my truck. I'm going to go use your room.
On your Star Wars bed.
I'm not going to change the sheets. Establish dominance. To Michigan, where the fire crews found a source of an interesting fire. They were called to a home over the weekend where a fire unexpectedly broke out inside of the walls of the home. They did a little digging and figured out that the fire had originated from the kitchen's exhaust fan over the stove.
Oh.
But before you think this homeowner was negligent about common fire hazards, they discovered that the fire was due to a bird that had laid its nest inside of the shaft. The nest had accumulated enough grease to eventually become a fire hazard and ignited. Crews shared the story online and used it as an opportunity to warn neighbors to, 1, check their fans, and to 2, make sure that the exhaust chutes have covers over them to keep unwanted animal intruders out.
I think they also need to put a PSA out to birds. Don't make a nest here.
Right.
Bad things happen.
Just hang a sign. No.
Just
Maybe make a nest everywhere.
They do. They'll make them anywhere. They got one in the corner of my house every spring. I know they're back.
Yeah.
And it's the beautiful little baby birds chirping at 5:30, and it just pisses my wife off. It's crazy. Shut the F up. My baby, they're little baby birds.
Right. I'll take a bird's nest over a bee's nest. I had a wasp nest off my shed. I don't know if I showed you guys the picture of the big SOB that I pulled off.
No.
But what I do like is there's a bee's nest that's across the street from my house. Where the school's at over there, there's a bunch of ivy that's in there, so now it's not harming anybody. Like these bees put it in the right spot. I remember I was walking by one day, there was a whole bunch of bees just going all around this one spot of the ivy.
Yeah.
And then I walked by, I was like, oh, by God, they've actually made a little nest in there.
Yeah.
Underground bees. Look at that. You guys are out of the way.
Underground bees. That's what I call it when it's hot.
Damn it, Steve. But just in case those stories have a bad taste in your mouth,
Thankfully, there's good news.
if you need your dose of oxytocin for the day, look no further than our latest story of unlikely best friends. A woman told her story of hearing faint mews coming from outside of the home and investigated to find a small black kitten that had gotten separated from its mother.
What's up?
Hey!
You looking at that woman?
She believed more than likely it was a stray cat that had a litter of kittens that this one broke off of. She quickly took the little lady in and deemed her new inside cat. What's more is the household already had an animal that she would have to get used to. A chocolate lab that dwarfs the new kitten, and the two could not be better friends. She said that she follows him everywhere that he goes, and he's just as obsessed with her. The photos are they're just too much.
What's up, Big Brown?
Give me some.
I like walking under you and looking up. You know what I'm saying?
You're one of them chocolate eggs.
Yeah.
What's going on, man?
I like me some chocolate.
What kind of chocolate are you?
Call me Thomas Jefferson.
Oh, no. Men's Room Sports. You got college football underway over on ESPN2 and CBS Sports. You got NBA basketball on ESPN, NHL hockey over on TNT and True TV if you want to go check out some sports on tonight. As far as your weather, it's coming. Got cloudy skies and a low of 52 tonight, which if it's warmer at night, that's not good for us.
Right. That's always the bad side.
The clouds are coming in. We're expecting a cloudy day and a high of 63 tomorrow. And get ready, guys. The rain is on its way. That's it for your headlines. With that, Mike Hawk is out.
Thank you, sir. We appreciate it. We'll see you next time for the return of Big Dummy, and the head chef is back with 10 speed of potatoes. Lovely Jolene's coming up next.
Yes, indeed. It is all true. But in the meantime, well, we be all about this bitch. So until tomorrow, please do what you do best. And for Aletha's sake, stay beautiful.
The Men's Room has been taped before a live studio audience. Wardrobe and makeup provided by Mantastic Limited. This has been a presentation of the Men's Room Radio Network.
Oh, man!
A Double Flush production.
To remind you that 60% of sales on Amazon come from independent sellers, here's John from Devil Dog Pet Company.
We run our family business from Sterling Heights, Michigan, but we can reach customers all over the country thanks to Amazon. Good boy.
Shop small business on Amazon.
Is your business ready for what's next? Think about where you want to be in 3 years, 5 years, 10. Growth isn't about numbers. It's having the right specialist by your side. Moss Adams and Baker Tilly have joined forces to create a remarkable new organization. It's one advisory firm with resources, expertise, and vision built specifically to serve the middle market to help you get to what's next. Learn how Baker Tilly can help your business pursue its vision of success. Visit bakertilly.com/combo.
You're tuned into Auto Intelligence, live from Auto Trader, where data, tools, and your preferences sync to make your car shopping smooth.
They're searching inventory.
Oh, yeah.
They find what you need.
They gon' find it.
You can make a budget for your wallet to help you succeed. Pricing's precise and true.
So true.
It's smarter car shopping.
Ooh.
Just for you.
Oh, it's just for you. Ooh. Find your next ride at autotrader.com. Powered by Auto Intelligence.
Hit the jackpot with Grand Casino's $55,000 cash giveaway, September 1st through November 29th. And every Monday night, we're giving away a brand new 55-inch TV. Plus, enjoy the best happy hour around every day. 50% off drinks and bites. And don't miss our 12-ounce Prime Rib Fridays for just $26.99. Find us at 16716 Aurora Avenue North Shoreline, just north of 175th Street. Get all the details at GrandCasinoGaming.com. Grand Casino Shoreline. Let's play.
At Cardinal Heating and Air, we elevate your comfort with expert HVAC solutions in the greater Seattle area. Our decades of experience have fostered lasting relationships built on quality service. Whether you need AC repair, heating repair, routine maintenance, a new installation, or an emergency fix, you can trust Cardinal Heating and Air, now offering electrical services. Experience the exceptional service and peace of mind that Cardinal Heating and Air delivers today and for years to come.